So let's get started. With the first pick, Washington Wizards select
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived to draft night, one of my favorite nights of the year. I am Mike Brown of the Beer Sports Whatever podcast, which is blessed to be a part of the Finstock Sports Network. I am joined by Alex, one of the producers here at FTSN. I am joined by Russ Morgan of the On Deck podcast. Gentlemen, how are we feeling tonight?
We're doing good, man. Excited. Russ, I'll let you handle that. I know because I'm a little overexcited.
Yeah, you're over it. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks for having me, Mike. AJ, it's always great to see you, man. Just ready to get some fireworks. Obviously, we had some in the middle of the night. So I know my man Alex is over here. He's been on cloud nine. He didn't need any Cuban coffee today at all for that energy.
I was good. Promise you.
For anybody who doesn't know, Giannis Antetokounmpo was traded to the Miami Heat, coming in at the 12th hour, kind of. They were one of the two finalists, but Chris Haynes came out and said Boston was the favorite, and then here comes OG Pat Riley saying, and he pulls off a trade and the pick is in for the Washington Wizards.
Oh, they're moving fast.
They are moving fast here, which is not a shock. But we will get to the multitude of trades tonight. We're going to have a lot of things, a lot of moving, a lot of shaking. But we are going to do our best to bring you the best possible coverage of every single pick and trade that hits the timeline tonight. Only at FTSN are you going to get analysis on every single pick. That's the first and second round. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors, lock in. We have got the first pick is in. Gentlemen, are we feeling anything besides AJ Deboncia here? A little trade last second from Utah, perhaps?
No, man. I think it's shut down. I think they knew this from the beginning. They entertained Peterson a little bit. And in a different scenario, probably Peterson goes first. But AJ just checks off all the boxes for the Wizards, especially. I know their situation with Davis is kind of iffy because he wants a long-term extension, but they're already locked down Trae Young. They have a nice little young nucleus. They got Alex Sarr there. So AJ is like a Swiss Army knife for them, man. He's their all-around player.
Let me ask you this, Russ. I hate the Trae Young extension. It just feels like the most empty calorie type of deal ever. Hey, we're going to give you $200 million. You're going to score 25 a night. We're probably going to go to the playoffs maybe once or twice in the next couple of years, and we're going to get knocked out in the first round. I hate that deal for Washington.
Russ, you're muted. You're muted, Russ.
Russ is so excited.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm a Celtics fan, so I got a little, I guess, bad news. I'm not. I was, I knew I'd probably hear from Alex, but I like Trae Young. I don't know if he's worth that much. I think he's an exciting player, fun to watch, but is he going to be your face of the franchise? Is he worth $200 million? I don't know.
They had to spend the money somewhere, so I get it.
Yeah.
This Washington team just doesn't make sense to me. What they're doing, okay, we're going to pay Trae Young, we're going to take AJ. If I'm them here, and they're not going to do this, I would have traded this pick to Utah. No questions asked. I would have moved down to 2. I would have done a haul from Utah because Utah wants AJ because of the BYU connection. Don't you think, AJ? That's just me.
Oh, for sure.
He doesn't fit in Washington.
Yeah, that's it. It's one of those things. Oh, he's coming up now. He's coming up now to announce the pick. So I'll just wait. I'll give my response.
Here we go.
We got it.
We're joined by my boy Alfred Matthews as well.
What's up?
Entered the chat. And here it is. Washington is taking AJ Deboncia. Alfred, real quick, my personal comp, when I watch him play, 6'9", 217. He can play depending, like he's a 3, I would say a 2-3, maybe a 4. He gives me Tracy McGrady vibes. Am I off there or no? Alfred, you're muted. We can't hear you.
Tuned, yeah.
All right. We're going to let Alfred get his mic figured out real quick. Russ, Tracy McGrady, you like it there or no?
All right. Well, first off, Alex knows this. I used to scout professional baseball, so I scouted high school and college baseball for a living for a while. I hate the players' comps.
Okay.
I did not know that. No. It's fine. It's just, I've heard some outlandish ones, like we're throwing Hall of Famers out there. I could see McGrady. I was going to like Paul George with Devonta too. Okay. Maybe a little Tatum. But I'm not a huge fan of him just because it puts such a pressure on this young 19-year-old kid. That's just my personal opinion. I don't really care if anybody else likes him or not.
I have to get y'all's opinion on this. Anytime I cover a draft or look at a draft, I absolutely hate how so many of the comparisons, like you can't compare a white guy to a black guy. Like it has to, like, what's his name? Who's the kid? The kid from the point guard. The Bennett kid from Iowa. They're like, oh, he's Peyton Pritchard. I'm like, no, you're just saying that because they're both
he's what?
Right? Like, come on, man.
It's like player comp profiling.
Good God.
What do they say? They say, what was a white guy? He's a junkyard dog.
Oh, yeah.
Great
elusive.
motor.
Yeah.
Great locker room guy.
The best one is deceptive speed. It's like the deceptive speed one always gets me with a white guy.
No, maybe he's just fast. Like, how about that? Maybe he's just quick. Alfred, are you there? No, we still can't hear you. Yeah, so
you're there. You're there, Alfred, but we can't hear you, man. We feel you, but we can't hear you, my man.
No. Now, let's move just real quick to Utah, because Utah's it. We were talking about this pre-draft, the three of us. The Jaren Jackson being there kind of hurts this. I like Darren Peterson. I'm scared to death of his motor. Like, I don't know if this guy actually wants to play NBA basketball at a consistent enough level for me to use the second pick. I think I would take Cameron Boozer here, no questions asked, and then figure it out with Jaren Jackson there. And who knows if they're going to sign Walker Kessler. As a University of Houston guy, watch a lot of Big 12 basketball. I love Darren Peterson's intangibles, but I hate the motor here. But are we all in consensus here? Peterson's the pick, or is there an outside shot that they could go Cameron Boozer here?
I think it's going to be Peterson because their front court. I mean, there's rumors obviously that they'll match anything with Kessler, and they have the right because he's a restricted free agent, and they extended the offer. But if in regards to, you got Ace Bailey, Lauri Markkanen, you have Kessler, you traded for Jackson. You need a scorer. You need a bucket getter. And out of everyone, the most pure scorer in this draft is Peterson. He is a walking bucket. Now, what you did mention, the motor part, I'm pretty sure they're doing their due diligence. Like last year with Ace Bailey, that was a lot of the questions. Does he even want to play basketball with his agent, confusing things? And Utah still took a gamble on him. And it's paid off. It's paid off. They have a right culture there. They have the right setup for him. And I think he'll be successful there because he is their missing piece. Remember, they still got Keontae George. They have Utah is one of those teams that could climb up the ladder in the Western Conference by this year. They could be making noise in the playoffs. So I think he's the missing piece there. And there's no way to me that they overlook that.
Russ, your take on pre-draft, and the pick is in. Pre-draft, he only
I would watching a lot of college basketball. I'm an Arizona fan, so I watch a lot of Big 12. I'm a newer Big 12 guy because I'm, Pac-12, Pac-10 guy originally.
Y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah,
okay, good. All right, yeah. Okay, now
we're rolling now.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Alfred?
Yeah, what's up, y'all? Y'all doing all right?
Yes, sir.
On, man.
Oh,
Russ, just real quick before the pick is in, do you like the fact that he only worked out for Washington, Darren Peterson? Like, he came out and he's like, I'm not going to work out for anybody else besides Washington.
I find that kind of bizarre why you wouldn't work out for number 2. You want to go 1.
Same.
I don't think that scares away my man Danny Ainge at all. As we saw last year, I would go Boozer. Watching a lot of Duke games, I would go Boozer. I don't really care if they're stacked. You find a way. I would go Boozer. But like I was saying, watching the first Arizona-Kansas game, if you watch that first game, Arizona-Kansas, he would be the number 1 overall pick. Now, he didn't play the second game. But, a little worried about the motor, a little worried that he doesn't want to play for Utah.
In the 2026,
it would be really interesting, Alfred, that if they do take Darren Peterson, it's pretty clear that you're going to have not one but 2 guys who clearly don't want to be in Utah. Darren Peterson.
Yeah, but I love the fact that Danny Ainge has balls and he don't care about none of the prospects and everything. So that's a part I like and everything. And I just feel like personally, like if you're a prospect, you should be, especially if you're coming into the league, you should be happy where you want to end up with, because you shouldn't be taking this for granted. So I'm not sure if you just saw the pick now, but Darren Peterson just got picked by Utah, so that's gonna be a very good team this season with Peterson added to Utah.
And I think at 6'5", 200 pounds, AJ, the issue I have with him, and I like it, like I said, I like him a lot. His floor is way too low for me to be comfortable with. Like, I think Boozer is going to have a much higher floor. Like, he's gonna be able to rebound. He's gonna be able to score points. Like, Darren Peterson, he's got flop written all over him. I don't think he flops, but he could. He certainly could.
I can see that as well. I mean, Peter, like I said, and you nailed it. What I was gonna say next, Boozer, his floor, like you said, is real high. Like analytics wise, like he's like analytics darling. Cameron Boozer is, and like Peterson, like I said, we've seen him probably a lot, given that we're a fan of a Big 12 team. But Peterson, he has the talent, but it's like, is it going to come? Is it going to come together and everything now that he's in the league now? And you're really banking on that because, like Peterson, like I said, he's a great player. Don't get me wrong, but it's like you're banking on, like, he can easily bust. I can definitely see that. I can 100% actually see that as well. I'm a huge fan of Peterson, but like I said, it wouldn't be shocked to me if he busts or not. But it's still a great pick by Utah, though. Don't get me wrong.
It's a crazy comparison, but when they talk about the motor, I remember Anthony Edwards when he was coming out, and there was a debate between Wiseman and Edwards. Is Edwards even like basketball because he used to play football? And I'm like, those are topics that I know sometimes get exploited a little bit, but right. I understand the concern because it's a volatile floor ceiling type of situation for him, especially for a young team. That's very important. That's why veterans are important in those teams. That's why, like a Kevin Love, that's very important for Utah. So the front office, the ownership group seems to be all in accordance with it, and they're going to provide a stable environment. So as long as there's accountability, I see him succeeding. But there's going to be points where you're going to struggle. And look, the safest pick in this draft is Boozer. Everybody knows that.
Oh yeah.
So this right now, coming up, Memphis and Chicago. Memphis is a young upcoming team. Do they go for Caleb? Do they go for Booze? That's going to be telling there because yes, Booze will give you 2010 for the next 10 years. But is it going to be a sexy fan attraction? That's what teams are going for. And you're going for upside in Caleb. So this is going to be telling right now what happens at 3.
Oh yeah, those definitely. And to piggyback on that, something Peterson really can work on is learning how to distribute the ball better, because his assist totals was real low when he was at Kansas as a freshman and everything. And it's like you're going to be playing in the league where you coming in as a rookie and you need to, like, to make your teammates better and everything. So that's going to be something he really can improve on. But as far as the offensive talent, I mean, it's amazing. Like, in my opinion, he's one of the best shooters in the draft. Peterson is, in my opinion. And when we get down later on tonight in the draft and everything, you'll see who's my best shooter in the draft is later on in the draft. But it's something Peterson can work in.
I do think, Russ, before this pick comes in, this board fell perfectly for Memphis. Talking about trade with Jaren Jackson going to Utah, and now you've got either Boozer or Caleb Wilson. That I think Caleb Wilson's got Kevin Garnett written all over him. Just the way he attacks the game. If he doesn't get hurt, this is a totally different conversation. In your opinion here, if you're Memphis, do you take the higher upside in Wilson or do you go Boozer?
Like I said, I would go Boozer personally and everything.
Yeah.
And then
I think you go Boozer, but it's definitely where they see themselves. I mean, Wilson, what he coming off an injury, didn't play much at UNC this year. So, I mean, I guess where you see yourself, are they trying to move Ja or not? I mean,
if I'm them, I'm going Caleb.
I'd go Boozer. I love Boozer.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think
Boozer's a building block there.
And it's
and then you're gonna be setting your front court for years to come. Like you have Edie, and then next with Boozer potentially or Wilson next to Edie, and then you have the backups. You have You have GG Jackson. Like they're
and your front court, you got Cedric. You picked them last year, so you're set there too. A small forward.
Oh yeah.
And an interesting Shams bomb, not bomb. We need to watch when we say Shams bomb. Shams that he did. Darren Peterson did meet with Utah over the weekend.
Course.
Yeah. I saw that news break out a few days ago.
Disparage his name here on the show that he just didn't work out for one team.
We apologize.
Last year Memphis 25-57. Memphis is an interesting team to me. I still think they're 2 years away, which is why I would take that swing on Wilson. I love Boozer. And if you're, at 4, I mean, you look at Chicago, the new hire of Tiago Splitter there. I think this is Wilson, Boozer, either 3-4. Like, whichever one doesn't go 3 is going to go 4.
Correct.
Just because Splitter likes to play. And shame on Portland, who just made that ridiculous hire there. No offense to the
Did you see his contract?
Oh, it's embarrassing.
And now
they're insane, man.
The funny thing is, if Tiago Splitter end up working out for the Bulls, that makes the Blazers like even more crazy.
That's the first time I ever see a head coach get a 1-year deal with team options. Like, you don't do that, man. You don't do that. That's what?
That's wild.
And so one thing I want to do tonight that maybe so help our listeners kind of follow along just the way we think about it. Real quick, whenever these picks are made, we'll go around the circle, just give a quick grade.
Perfect.
A through F. Okay. I think that would be cool.
Okay.
I think with Devontae with Wash, I give that an A. I wouldn't give it an A plus, just because there's questions there, but I would give it an A. AJ, how about you?
Yeah. That's definitely an A.
Best all-around player across the board.
Okay. Darren Peterson, I'm actually gonna give it a B minus. I think it's a good pick. I don't love the pick. I don't love the fit. I think that he's going to throw a temper tantrum there. I don't trust it. So I'm going to give it a B minus.
I'm going to go B plus on that one.
I'll give it an A, to be honest, because you can make a case Peterson could have went number 1, even despite all that, like the red flags and everything. So the fact that all Utah really had to do was just pick whoever wasn't taking number 1. Out of him and DeBanson, they were set anyway. So that's the reason why I gave that pick an A. Same thing with the Boozer pick as well. I give that one an A as too.
Yeah.
How about you?
I would say A for DeBanson. I'd probably go with AJ without my man Alex, more like B plus. I think I've seen flashes of Peterson in some of those games where he can pop off and go for 40, but it's his motor. I think Boozer so far, I can't really. That's an A for me too. I think the smart, safe pick. You're going with the guy who's got the basketball background with his father, so he's got the high IQ. I think that was just the smartest pick.
I don't know about y'all. I absolutely loved watching his dad play. I thought was just a professional power forward. Like just silky. He was tough. He was a consummate professional. It looks like he can still play.
Oh yeah. And what I love most about the Carlos was he was a second-round draft pick, and he ended up working his way up. We played for the Cavaliers and ended up getting paid with Utah and Chicago. So I kind of have respect for those type of prospects when they get drafted in round 2 and they make a name for themselves in the league. So I definitely enjoyed Carlos when he was playing.
And those Jazz teams were nice, man. Those Jazz teams were nice when he was with them. Darren Williams, Kirilenko. Those were
Mehmet
some teams.
Okur.
Mehmet Okur. Oh my God.
As a Rockets fan, there's nothing worse than being beat by Spurs.
Yeah.
Those two playoff series
Killed you
round
guys.
one. Oh no.
No offense to Greg Ostertag, but yeah, I was tired of getting beat by dudes there. Just to clarify, the new head coach of the Portland Trailblazers, 3-year deal. He's 52 years old, never been a head coach before, and the team has a team option on years 2 and 3. So it's basically,
a 1-year deal.
1 year, yeah, it's basically a 1
come
year.
in. It's I don't know how much y'all know about the coach that was here. It's like when the Texans hired David Culley. It's exactly the same thing.
Oh man,
that's a good comparison. I like that one.
And look, man.
Chicago on the board here. They just need talent. I think for them, let me just pull up. Yeah, I mean, I wrote down that they could use a 1, a 3, a 4, and a 5. So I think it's just best player on the board here.
I think I'll be
without
shocked
a doubt, that's Caleb Wilson.
Yeah, I'll be shocked if it's any pick other than Caleb Wilson.
He just fell into them, man. That
and they have
court
2
that
first
they have.
round.
Oof.
And they have another first round pick later on.
Yeah,
So I'm curious to see what they end up doing there and everything. So it's gonna be
they sneaky could have their whole because they got Giddey. They might move Giddey. We don't know. They just acquired Claxton into cap space. So they got Noah Ezengay, I think, or Ezengay. I don't know how to say his name. Bazelis. Like they have a lot of positional size, and that's a new GM right there. He's rebuilding that whole system there, and he has all the possibilities just to acquire a bunch of athletic positions, reset that whole roster. And when you set at 15, they could get their shooting guard there. They could get a small forward there. Like you have many options here, but there's no doubt in my mind. Caleb just fell to you. Like you jump on Caleb Wilson without a doubt.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And Anthony says he's a more athletic version of Zach Randolph. I don't really see Randolph with him. I see a much
Boozer.
I see Jermaine O'Neal.
Yeah. Okay. So he's talking about. Sorry, I thought he was talking about Caleb Wilson.
No.
He's talking about Boozer.
Yeah, I think with Boozer, I see
Boozer comparison.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. I see the Al Horford comparisons. Like you.
Anthony, is that just because he's in Memphis? You go with the Randolph comparison?
Hey, Zach Randolph was a bad
one. Yeah. He was a powerhouse. Yeah. Now,
real quick before, and the pick is in here, so we'll get to it in a second. Real quick thoughts on the trade that happened yesterday. That sent. Speaking of lefties, Julius Randle to the Nets, Claxton to the Bulls, clearing cap space for the T-Wolves to re-sign Ayo Dosunmu.
Correct.
I mean, I like that most for Chicago. I'm a big Claxton guy. If he can, again, health permitting, I'm still a big fan of Julius Randle. But yeah, big fan of that trade on a couple fronts. Not a huge fan of it for Minnesota, and it looks like. Yes. Okay. So the Bulls have gone.
Yeah, they picked Caleb.
Alex, you're right. Starts at 5.
Yeah. The draft
now,
definitely starts at 5. Now it's going to get interesting.
Now, what do you got? You got Wagner. You got Acuff. You got a bunch of options. Here. So
if they keep the pick,
yeah. Grading that pick for the Bulls, I give it an A. I mean, they just.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, A+ for me.
Okay, so we're in the so far 1 through 4 is gone. A lot of mock drafts. If there wasn't any movement, they thought, AJ, good call by you. And exactly, I mean, it starts here. What are y'all's thoughts on Wagler, Acuff, and Kingston Fleming? Because you're talking to two guys on this side of the foursquare here. We've watched a lot of Kingston Fleming's. I am a massive fan of his. And I don't know if y'all saw this. He did letter to the GMs across the league. He's putting out videos of his workouts. This is a kid who has worked his tail off. He went to be coached hard by Fleming's. I don't know if his ceiling is as high as Acuff or Wagler's. We'll start with you, AJ. Do you have a favorite of those three that you like the most?
My personal favorite is Acuff. I absolutely love Acuff's game, but I don't think Acuff gets past 7. I don't think Fleming's gets past 7. I think Wagler, Fleming's, and Acuff might go 5, 6, 7. So it just comes down to the size, the position, the way they're building over there in the Clippers, which I just look at this 5 pick and I just keep going back to how lucky we are as Miami that this is not Indiana's pick. because this should have been Indiana's pick right here, and that would have just fortified them coming back with Tyrese Halliburton. But I think I have a feeling Wagner's going to go 5.
Okay, Russ, how about you?
Yeah, I'm watching the March Madness. I'm an A-Cuff guy too, but I'm kind of with AJ. I'm thinking, was it I think it'll probably be Fleming or Wagner.
Gotcha. How about you, Alfred? I mean, take your U of H classes off.
So initially, when during the season, I was more so of out of those 3 Flemings as the most and everything because Flemings and A-Cuff, they went head to head in a matchup in the regular season, and Fleming UH won that game. So the more I saw A-Cuff after that, I started becoming more of a fan of him. I mean, obviously it's things all these 3 players can work on, especially A-Cuff with defense. But the guy's a walking bucket, and he's a guy that you will want the ball in his hands at the end of a game because I literally seen him score 49 points against Alabama in a walking boot, basically. And that takes guts to do anyway. So I think if you're looking for someone that has it could be a walking bucket for you, I think you go with A-Cuff. I like Flemings more so than Wagler, more so because Flemings is more explosive, and he's more explosive and he can do everything. He can basically do everything you want as a point guard. Wagler, and coming into the season at Illinois, he wasn't even a top 100 prospect. Wagler was coming out, and it's amazing to see how he developed as a freshman at Illinois. And I think he's not the most explosive guards out of those 2, A-Cuff and Flemings, but he's a basketball player, which I really enjoy. So as with the Clippers, when I did my mock draft last night, I had them taking Wagler more so because him and Garland fits perfect together. And Wagler, he's 6'5", and Garland is 6'2", and he can play off the ball. Like Wagler can play on and off the ball. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Clippers do in this sense with this pick, because in my opinion, I think they go Wagler, but I really like A-Cuff out of all 3 of those guards.
I think what I like most about Wagler, I like his size at 6'5", 188 compared to A-Cuff at 6'2", Fleming's at 6'3". He's got the most weight on his frame at this point. Not to say that he won't be able to put on more. And it looks like, Clippers are taking this down to the end. Shame on the Clippers for having a watch.
They milked it.
Can you let the fans go inside to watch the draft, please?
I've never understood draft parties outside. What is the point of that?
Yeah, I think Wagler, I've got a pro comp of Tyrese Halliburton. On A-Cuff, I've got Stephon Marbury. And Kingston Flemings, I got De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah, I was saying that's Dame right there.
I don't know if I want the De'Aaron Fox comp. I mean, that guy drove me nuts in the NBA Finals. Like,
don't
what an assassin, man. Yeah, man, that was a bad final.
Freaking basketball.
I'm going before the.
Yeah, I was about to say before all that happened.
They literally took every single second that they had. They took every millisecond they had.
I'm going to tell you this. I see a shock here. I think Kingston Flemings is going 5. I'm going to call my shot right here.
Okay.
I think he's the.
I still think Wagler's going that one.
I mean, Flemings to me is a guy that I would trust more. Wagler's too nice. Like
I seen that firsthand in the Sweet 16.
Yeah,
I
don't think he's got that dog in him. Like, and if I'm taking a guy top 5, unless you're the Rockets and wasting a pick on Reed Shepherd, I'm not supposed to give our personal feelings on our team. They are taking every second here.
Yeah.
And it looks like a pick. Okay, so our Anthony, thank you for chiming in. How about a pick for my Clippers? Okay, there it is. Keaton Wagler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. That's a good fit by the Clippers. Like him and Garland, like I said, Wagler is the perfect fit compared to A-Cuff and Clemens out of them too. Because like I said, the size due to the size mostly because he's 6'5" and he can play on and off the ball. So I like that pick for the Clippers actually.
And also, this is going to go a long way too. I don't know what's going to happen with Kawhi. I know there's going to be conversations post-draft. What's the situation? This has got a year left. But if they're going young, this is a moment to do it. Like, this is when you capitalize on that.
Oh, yeah.
A couple things to note here. First 5 picks are all freshmen.
That's insane, man. That's
it's
insane.
There's a good chance the first 10 picks are all going to be freshmen.
Yeah.
It's also, we're on high alert tonight of girlfriends that are there just to see how high their guy gets drafted. And if it's too low, they are out. So we're going to keep a keen eye on that tonight here.
Got to document this.
Draft live coverage show.
We need a new tracker for that. We need a new tracker. Players' girlfriends.
Yeah.
That's another one.
Wives, too.
Yeah. Oh, wives, too. Absolutely.
Are y'all
some moms?
Are y'all a fan of I like the layout of the way that the draft is doing it here. Like, I like the fans being right on top of it. Like the NFL draft, I feel like the fans are a little bit far off.
Distant.
I like the intimacy of the NBA draft. Let's give our grades here. Well, I'll kick it off. I would say B+ is what I'm feeling here. Good pick. Solid.
I'm gonna say A. I'm gonna say A due to the fit mostly. I'm not higher on Wagler like I am with Acuff and Flemings, but as far as a fit perspective, I get why the Clippers did it. So that's why I give them an A for that.
Okay.
To be honest.
How about you, Russ?
Yeah, I go B+ just because I want to give them a little room to grow. I think it's a good pick with the I like what you said with the fit. I would have just gone Acuff and just said F it. I know we already got Darius Garland, but like just this is the best player on the board. But I'd go B+ just to give him some room to grow.
Oh, AJ, you?
I'm gonna give him a B because I've always been a big fan of you pick the best player available and you make it work. I understand them having Garland. I mean, obviously, depending on his size alone, he's gonna get stronger as well. So he's not the fastest, he's not the most athletic, but he can get to the basket, he can shoot. He's a great shooter. So it's a perfect complement for that team. But yeah, I'll give it a B just for that because it's mostly fit, other than BPA.
Right on. So, yeah, I mean, and you look at this, freshman 40-point games on the same day. You got Wagler went for 46, AJ went for 43, and Kingston Flemings went for 42. I mean, they're talking about this draft, like the 96 draft, that they think that this is going to be one of the better NBA drafts talent-wise. Is anybody surprised? No trades yet? I'm a little surprised.
Not yet.
I think
we're
top 10.
Yeah, I think we're gonna start seeing some in a few minutes though.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Atlanta, I have my eye on Atlanta. There's obviously a lot of rumors.
Yeah, Atlanta.
That's one. But now I just saw Wagler, and it's crazy. It reminds me a little bit of Devin Booker, like the way of playing, the style. So? Yeah, like a little, because Devin Booker wasn't the most athletic guy, but he got to his spots, you know. And I was just seeing some of his clips right now in his 46-point game, and I'm like, shit, that's very Devin Booker-like. The way he maneuvers, plays off 2 feet, creates a space. So it just came to my mind. But yeah, trade-wise, definitely mid. I'm going to see what OKC does. I'm gonna
give you a comparison that if he ends up like this player, then it's gonna be crazy. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Ooh, yes.
I can.
There's not like a lot of people think they're not super athletic, but they know how to move. They know how to move in space.
Get to their spots.
Yes,
that's the main thing. Yeah. So
I'm a big fan of what I show as the Soul Glow haircut that he's got going on there, though. That's not Coming to America vibes written. That Soul Glow, baby. Big fan of that haircut. Are we thinking that Jaylen Brown gets moved tonight either?
No.
I don't think tonight.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so tonight. But what I heard was Trey Murphy might end up tonight. And it was making it seem like it was a guarantee that was going to happen sometime tonight in this draft. So
I think there might be a 3-team trade with Brown, Murphy. Like they're something's brewing there. You know, I have my theory on Brown. I know they dangled him, but he requested something before. Like he has to have known for a while now, and they just used the leverage to try to like extract more from Miami because we were kind of bidding against ourselves. No one in their right mind thought that they were going to take that trade after everything we offered. So my mindset is like Boston kind of knew they were moving Brown, and then they just used this part now, and they're like, oh, we got to move Brown now. You know, the trade fell through. So I'm like, the writing was on the wall. Brad Stevens' end of season press conference was a little iffy about like, we know what we got to do, and we're not there. But We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Like the Nets war room, they getting hyped in there.
You know what?
I'll go Acuff.
If it's Nate Ament, I'm walking out of this ring.
No. There's no way Nate Ament. No, it's too early.
I do love like when they do these live viewings to these draft rooms and there's like 48 people in there.
Right.
Like, oh, I'm sorry, you needed 48 people to tell you which guy to take. Do you not have all of this kind of filtered out? If you guys go here, this is who we're gonna take.
Yeah.
And
the best thing, at least they don't do the NFL thing here where everything is like orchestrated and they're just clapping.
So far, my mock is accurate so far.
Okay. There we go. Here we go.
Okay. So we've got Mikael Brown Jr. here coming off the board. So I would say that this is probably our first surprise of the night. You talk about, he's 6'4", 190. He's got good size. One thing with him, he's got to become more efficient in game. But, very few people, I think, had him going off before Kingston Flemings or Darius Acuff. Mikael Brown, I've got D'Angelo Russell on him. I like the way he plays. I think D'Angelo Russell has been a pro in this game for a while. This is a surprise to me with Brooklyn here.
I'm gonna say the reason why I had him mocked to the Nets. Personally, I don't think it's a surprise. I think because it was rumors and everything going around saying that Acuff wanted to go to Sacramento, and Sacramento was they really wanted Acuff. So once I seen when Mikael Brown was like working out for the Nets and everything, and apparently he killed his workouts in a good way, I was like, oh yeah, the Nets probably end up taking and everything. But your comparison and your strengths and weaknesses is spot on, because that's exactly what I saw when he played for Louisville, and the injury as well. So it's curious to see how he does coming back from that, because he was injured a lot in Louisville as a freshman.
Good player. I like Mikael Brown. I'm a big fan, but this feels like am I crazy, Rudd? This feels like a stretch to me. Like, this feels like a reach here.
I don't know if it's a reach. I think he got a lot of, like Hollywood was saying, a lot of late movement. But I think the defensive concerns for him and obviously the durability issues. But the Nets must have saw something they really like. I mean, what is he, 6'4", 6'5" guard, clean offensive guard, probably the cleanest offensive guard in the draft, or one of them. I would go Acuff, so he's right up there. But I wouldn't go a reach. I would probably say 6'7" was his range. Oh no! Please,
there we go.
You gotta just set that up. And
I'm a teacher, so I banned that from my school. They're not allowed to go around.
Blessed.
To me, man, it's crazy. I'm seeing his highlights, and the more and more I see it, I know he's not as strong, but there's some Tyrese Maxey into him, that type of game. So he's gonna put on some weight. He's 190, 195 now. He's gonna get to the 205, 210, and he's a solid all around guard. That's what I see. He's a good shooter. He looks like a baby. When you see him now getting drafted, he looks like a little kid getting drafted right now.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's his face, a little mustache. I don't know what it is, but he'll
that's
go
why
into, I just don't know what
I thought
Brooklyn's
the
doing.
CJ McCollum comparisons was spot on when I first seen
no,
it.
that's solid by you, Alfred. I'm gonna give this plus just because with Acuff there, and if you were looking to go point guard, even Flemings, I probably would have taken before him. So C plus for me. I think it's got good upside. I think if he continues to develop his frame, shows that he's durable, he can be efficient on the court, it could move up to that B plus range. But I do not love this pick.
All right, I give it a B plus as well.
Okay.
I think Sacramento got to be ecstatic right now.
This has to be Darius
I would say
Acuff.
B just because of Acuff on the board.
Yeah.
I think Acuff's the best guard. And watching him in March Madness, he's the best guard in college basketball.
While we've got a second here until they publish this pick, what are y'all's thoughts on Dusty May? I think that was a little bit of a surprise.
That came out of nowhere when I first.
I mean, money talks to me. So that's what it had to be. But that new hire, that they the guy from Toronto, his name is Ujiri.
Missouri.
Yeah, making moves, and that's why you hire a guy like that, is to make this type of pull.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it translates to the NBA, but I love the creativity behind it.
Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it works out better than the last time a Michigan head coach, which is
he went to Cleveland. That's true. And it's just insane because of the whole situation with college basketball. A lot of coaches, if you know, it's a new generation of coaches, and a lot of coaches that really just love the coaching. They hate the business side of college basketball.
Yeah.
So and for him, what a transition. Around 4 years ago, he was a coach here at FAU, here in Boca Raton in Florida. He went on to coach Michigan, wins the national championship, and now he's a head coach for the Dallas Mavericks. There you go.
And there it is.
Yeah, and the Kings get an A at the worst, an A.
Oof.
So
A+ for me.
It's pretty clear Alfred's a massive fan of this pick. Everybody across the board, it seems. And Russ, you had mentioned you think he's the best guard in the draft.
I think that's I won't go A+ just to give him that, but I think I'd give him a solid A. Moving that, I think that's easily one of the better picks in the draft after Boozer.
Yeah, he does not look happy. He does not look happy to go to Sacramento.
Yeah, I was just about to say that while he was walking to the stage.
One thing I do feel like that is real in the NBA versus other drafts are guys who feel like they get slighted. They will come in and they will do that much more work to make those other teams remember that they passed on him. Darius Acuff has got that. Like, he looks.
That's funny seeing Calipari got snubbed just now. I'm not sure if y'all saw that. He was trying to pat the dude on his back. He didn't even turn
I'm a big fan. Miss Fins wants to know, what are our thoughts on the Giannis trade? Do you think it was an overpay? I do. Yeah. But you had to. If you were Miami, you had to overpay to get him.
It was a situational, and I'll go further to not take away from the draft here. I'll go further on in our weekly shows, but it was a situation where, yes, there were young pieces, but we were a perennial playing team right now, and some of those young pieces were up for contract extensions. The heroes, the Jaques. So Giannis is a generational player, and we still have. Well, people forget about this. We still got 3 out of the 4 first-round picks, while Giannis is going to be in his next max contract. So there's ways to improve the roster. You still got Wiggs. The Wiggs decision is going to be very important if he opts in, if he opts out and works with us. So there's a lot of telling things. I think we'll lose Norm. Particularly, I have a lot of more players that I would take over Norm, even though Norm is perfect for this team. But Ms. Fins, I'll go further in detail in these 10th Street Boys this upcoming week. But it was a necessity, and it gives you relevancy again. You know, Miami Heat are relevant once again.
Pistol P was a beast. You saw that graphic they just showed? Oh, my God.
Way overpay. That way overpay by Miami. And
are you talking as a Celtics fan here, Russ?
I was with the 3 first-round picks, and I wanted to, being the Celtics fan, we're talking about Jaylen Brown, and I didn't get to say a word. Alex jumps in first, but I wanted to. Would you have been okay trading Jaylen for Giannis? With what we were offering, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That was I didn't want more. They're 18 million hard cap.
Yeah.
How are they going to surround?
Oh no, but that's what I'm saying. We could work around that. Wiggins has to. There's still some moves to be made.
Did anybody see the odds for that? They jumped so much from that one player. They got him above Orlando, Cleveland. The East is weak. The East isn't very strong. So, that is one thing. The East isn't a very strong conference right now. So, it definitely pushes them up the board. But
And when people are not talking defensively, that's going to be an elite defensive front court if we keep Wiggs. That's all switchability. You got. I'm telling you,
it's going to be an elite team defensively, regardless, though. Remember?
I am a little surprised that I think if they would have taken Boston's offer, I think they could have picked up the 2 first-round picks, flipped Jaylen somewhere else, and then gotten even more. I'm a little surprised they didn't do that because I think they're banking. Like Tyler Hero went to school in Wisconsin, so I don't know if that had anything to do with this. I think he was Mr. Basketball in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Which, I think that there was a little bit of tug there, but I do think I think Russ is right on. I think it was a massive overpay by Miami.
I mean, if we're really getting at it, the Boston offer was better. I know it wasn't players wise, but you're getting Jaylen Brown, who, was MVP, NBA Finals MVP, got 6 in voting.
100%. It was just a situation that they're in.
Milwaukee's at. I mean, Brown's got a lot of money. He's got an extension coming up here in July that he's going to probably want, especially if he stays in Boston because he's going to want to feel good. I think, and I know we got 2 Houston guys. I think my number one destination here is, if they do trade Brown, is the Rockets. He goes with his former coach, his cheating coach over there.
Hey, relax.
Hey, I love Joe Mazzulla, so it worked out fine.
You cheat on Neil Long, you deserve to go to prison. Okay.
I don't know why you do that. I don't know how you do that.
Respect. That's interesting pick here coming for Atlanta. I don't know why, but I'm intrigued by this pick because they need a wing, they need a center, they need a power forward. This has Nate Ament written on it. I just don't like the player. Like, I don't love that fit for them. It makes sense because that's what they need. I mean, could y'all see maybe Mara from Michigan here? I mean, I know this is early for Mara, but I think I can see that.
I can see that.
And what he did in March Madness, definitely could see that.
Mara's nice, although if I have to see one more comparison to Zydrunas Ilgauskas, I'm gonna vomit. Vomit. I'm a big fan of Mara, but come on, guys, internet, do better, do much better.
But I also see this the range that Flemings could go in.
That's right here,
right, and everything, because McCollum isn't their point guard of the future. And he's only about to be on. He's on a 1-year deal anyway, so you draft Flemings and he can be like your point guard of the future going forward after McCollum leaves and everything. So I'm curious to see what direction Atlanta goes to as well. Because
I got Flemings or maybe Berrios. I think I suspect they won't reach for Berrios. He could be there for Milwaukee or for Dallas, but I think you got to go Flemings here because it's a perfect landing spot for him, especially with McCollum being your veteran presence there in the guard room. Like you should go Flemings there.
Oh yeah.
I, as a University of Houston graduate, I love the analysis there. I just don't know if they make that pick here.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Hey, I take back everything I just said. The first University of Houston Cougars is off the board, baby. At number 6. Number 8.
Oh yeah.
Now we got Mara coming up.
I think this is the Axel Lumberberg all day.
Dallas?
Either that or Burries. I love me some Braden Burries being a University of Arizona being my team, but you just got Dustin May.
Excuse me, I don't think you're giving enough excitement about the Flemings pick there, Russ. Okay,
sorry, that's true.
You just proceeded over. No, sure, Russ, you're right, 100%.
You know what's insane? I'm just seeing OKC here at 12, and then I know they're coming up at 17. It's insane how the rich just get richer, and I'm just looking at here. They don't even got roster spots. They're making moves to create roster spots. Yeah. And you're about to get 2 functional players and rookie scale deals, man.
Well, let's let the 2 University of Houston guys. We kind of just railroaded them there. Talk about the
No, don't try and butter us up now, okay? Don't you dare try and get on our good side here.
Now, one thing Kingston needs to really work on. Two things. He goes to his right a lot. He really needs to start going to his left more, and then also his form on his jump shot. I know he shot 38%, I think, from 3 this season, something like that. But his jump shot form can improve. and everything. So he's money from mid range and everything. But those two things stand out when I saw Kingston play his whole freshman year. Is those two things. But like I said, Atlanta is they're gonna get a very good point guard of their future.
Speaking of Atlanta, no, we're not going to go to the Magic City dilemma. Not tonight. I do think that he plays a lot bigger than 6'3". He has the ability to take over a game. I love the fit there. I think they're going to play fast. I think especially with their coach, the bad guy from Spider-Man. Sorry, Quinn Snyder. I love the fit there. I think it's good value too. I think him getting there at 8, that was right in the sweet spot of where he should have been drafted.
Yeah.
Move to Dallas. Russ, you said you like Lindenborg here. You would go Lindenborg from Michigan over Nate Ament from Tennessee?
I would go Burries or Lindenberg. Yaxel.
Does Yaxel being 24 scare you at all?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I think the experience. I think with that Atlanta pick, I like that Atlanta pick not just because of the player, but the guy played under Kelvin Sampson, so he's going to come in and be a pro. I mean, that's not an easy guy to play off. Lindenberg, 24.
Ooh, shoots! I just seen what the map. I'm not gonna spoil. I just seen what the mass pick was.
Whoa, okay. Rule for the rest of the show. You can't go, ooh, like you can't just bust out one of those.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. I was tweeting out congrats to Kingston Flemings, and I just seen the pick on the screen. let me back out.
I yearn for the days of like 1997 where we're all sitting in front of the TV, chowing down on a Pizza Hut, and we're like, oh, who are they gonna take? Now, just to let everybody know, I do have my printouts here. And I'm going.
I love the old school. Love it.
I'm not here going, 7 different screens and clicking this. Like, printed out, written down here.
Wow.
I like the fit too. Kingston looks good.
I also like. I mean, like being a Celtics fan, the amount of times I got on Twitter today, and everybody's like, I got a good source. He's going here, and they're trading for them. My sources say, I'm like, everybody's got sources. I'm like,
once you see the Mavs pick, you're gonna.
Alfred, what did we just get done talking?
He just did it again. He just doubled down.
Only reason why I'm saying it because you know how me and you don't like the Mavericks. So once you see what the pick is. Once you see what the pick is, you'll be like, oh yeah.
I'm going Michigan guys. I'm going one of the Michigan guys.
I think I'm going Nate Amen. I think I'm going Nate Amen here.
Oh, okay. They do not look happy in that room. Oh my goodness! I just got a viewing of the Dallas Mavericks war room. That is not a happy looking bunch.
Yeah, you'll see why.
Okay.
I mean, they picked it themselves. The only reason to be unhappy is themselves.
Yeah.
I hate that pick that we just made. Why do we do this?
I don't know about y'all. Dusty May's got one of the most punchable faces I've seen in a while.
Yes.
Like, it's got that,
him and Nick Cronin.
Yeah. Nick. Oh my God.
Like nauseatingly weird looking faces. It looks like the pick is in here for the Mavs. They need a wing, a center, and a point guard. So they got a multitude of ways here. I don't like how Adam Silver looks like Megamind. Oh,
they picked the Michigan player, but it probably wasn't the one you all were.
Oh, they went with Johnson.
Yeah, they went
with Johnson.
That just jumps the board right there. He's gonna be good, but I didn't know we were gonna go that good.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Morris Johnson Jr., a sophomore. So, first 8 picks were freshmen. This guy is a sophomore, 6'9", 250. The pro comp on him that I've got Daniel Gafford. So got a Dallas connection there. That's
insane.
I don't get this pick when you have the rest of the board left. I mean, you've got if you're gonna do this, go with like Kareem Lopez out of Mexico. Like if you want to just throw something against the board and see if it sticks, I like his game more than Morris Johnson. He's got to work on his offensive game literally as a whole. I mean, I guess I kind of like the out of box thinking here.
He can compliment Cooper Flag a lot, but
I mean,
and your new head coach is your head coach. So either there's something in style.
He definitely had a say in this one.
Of course, this is there's no coincidence here. This is not a process.
Wouldn't you love Adam Silver just to like tell him in his ear like massive overpay by Dallas? League, kid. Let's make sure we stay with our grades. I'm gonna give this a D. I don't get it. I don't get it
either. Honestly, I give it a D as well.
I'm gonna go with a C because, like I said, every GM, every team has their own board, and until they perform, we don't really know what's the outcome, how he's set up in that system. And I'm gonna give it a C doubt because his head coach was his head coach last year, so he knows exactly what he wants him for. And if he feels that he's gonna compliment Cooper Flag and what they're building there, by all means. But I think they could have traded down maybe and gotten some youthful assets and still picked them.
I wonder if that means Gafford will be gone this offseason with this pick.
Yeah, what do you think, Russ?
Yeah, that's a crazy reach.
C minus.
Okay, so we're all. It doesn't make for a great podcast debate here, but we're all kind of on the same page on a lot of these. I think a lot we get in with letter grade of each other, which is good. I think that's good. So now we got Milwaukee. Here comes.
Now I'm curious to see where they go now.
So Milwaukee here. You get rid of Giannis, you could replace him here. Not replace him. I think it's impossible to replace him. But you've got some interesting options here. I think you could go Mara. I think you could go Lindenborg. I think those are the two options. Are y'all feeling anything else? I don't think this is Nate Ammon.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking Ammon at first.
Yeah.
In this range. But I didn't think Burries was going to be available at pick 10. I'm curious to see where they go as well because Burries is still available. And Lord forbid if he gets past them, Golden State definitely is going to take Burries.
Yeah. So, and you acquire Hero. Hero, but this whole contract extension, they're going to feel calls for him. This might be your shooting guard of the future. Or Nate Amen, you take the upside. Now you already got where you got Hawkins who's going to be serviceable. You can go for Nate Amen because you got a pick in 13 right now. But like you said, you got Warriors, you got the Thunder. So there's when you got the Mara. Mara might go to the Thunder or Yaxel. So if you want to secure yourself with Barrios, you might get him now, and you can maybe get Nate Amen at 13. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how that.
I don't think Lindenberg fits the Milwaukee timeline.
Right? No, you're absolutely
right.
Now
his age is a factor.
OKC, yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right on that one. Yeah,
and
especially what we saw today, they're definitely playing for the future.
Yeah, and people forget OKC's getting Sorber back too. So they got rotational pieces upon rotational pieces, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on my big board, I had Morris Johnson Jr. at 17. So this for me, I mean, I don't hate it, but I just don't like it. Okay, we get it, ESPN. My goodness, Dusty May. We've seen him 12 times. My goodness. And I feel for Milwaukee fans. They did win a title, though. The people out there, and we got no offense to Giannis, but we were all over. Okay, we get it. You don't want to be there. They don't want you there. Just trade him. My goodness. So I'm glad that saga is over. It looks to be that the pick is in here. All right, so everybody make your call. Who are they picking?
I'm going Burries.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know if Russ is frozen or if he's just staring a hole into our faces.
Yeah, I think he's frozen. This is a nice look. We got to get this picture of Russ.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm already 0 for 1. So let me see if I can go 0 for 2. I'm going to go Mara here. I think they need
Eddie Mara?
I think they need a rim protector here. And I like Mara a lot. I might be higher on Mara. And there goes.
And we're down to 3.
Yeah.
He should be coming back in.
And there he is. Now he's definitely not one of the better looking prospects in the draft at Demera. Nope. But yeah, I mean, they're showing it. And also, speaking of Milwaukee, you got to feel sort of, but he definitely dogged Indiana when he left. Kind of feel for Miles Turner there, like making the decision.
Yeah, he signed with Milwaukee now. Yeah.
I mean, if they're going to do right by him, they're definitely going to move him.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think Milwaukee, if they can tool this thing out, if they can drag it out a little bit more, make a couple more moves, pick up a couple more picks. Okay. I don't know if y'all are seeing this. Why is the room like a light green? That is not doing anybody any justice there. Okay, so the pick is in, and we'll wait until we're on board here. It's been a minute since we've said, but this is the official night 1 of 2 NBA draft coverage here at Finstock Sports Network. We're going to be live for every single pick. So we appreciate y'all hopping in, joining us. There it is, the pick.
They picked Burries.
6'4", 215, a freshman. So top 10 picks, 9 freshmen, 1 sophomore. My pro comp for him, Jared McCain. Y'all's thoughts?
That's not a bad comparison for Burries. I had looked more so when I first saw him. Was the one that stuck out to me was Derek White.
Okay.
When I first saw him, and everything. So your comparison is very good as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. The funny thing is with Burries, he started his freshman year. He was struggling big time with Arizona when he first started. Then he started turning it up. He started turning on and everything. So it's interesting. He became a top 10 pick based off of that. But that shows how good of a player he was, because he showed something toward the end of the season at Arizona a lot. So
and Russ is back.
Hey, Russ is back.
All right, sorry, fellas.
Just in time.
I'm not going to recover for about 45 minutes after you staring daggers into all of us.
You completely froze. Wouldn't let me exit out of anything.
I got to be honest here, fellas. As a top 10 pick, I actually don't like this pick for Milwaukee. I don't get it. I think he's I think he's going to be an okay player. I don't love it. I don't love his size. Even at 6'4", I think he's a tweener guard. I do think that they got to move Hero for this to make sense for me.
So,
I think
that graphic is basically what I was saying in that November, where it shows that graphic now, that November, how he struggled big time in November, and then he just turned it on after that. Like that's a very good improvement from going from what he did in November to December to April.
And remember, he's going to play with Kaspar's 6'6", around 6'7". He's actually a good point of attack defender. So that's a future backcourt there. And for now, he'll probably come off the bench, get some reps in, gets the maturity coming through, gets a little bit stronger, because they'll probably keep Hero, but he could be a 6-man type of rookie, that influence. And also what they pick at 13 now, which is going to be interesting to me. I want to see how it goes now for Golden State, because you got Jackson probably coming off the board of OKC. I doubt he goes to Golden State. Golden State needs more of like a playmaker in that aspect. So,
yeah, and it's also, I'm always weary of a guy like him at Arizona, just because of the talent that he's playing around, when all of a sudden that spotlight is more on him in Milwaukee. Now, I do think he's going to get a break on that because they're rebuilding. Not a massive fan of that pick. It's a little underwhelming to me. Am I crazy?
I like the pick, actually. Like I said, I had them going. To the Mavericks with their pick, and the Mavericks took Morez Johnson. So Milwaukee, I think they should be ecstatic that Burries just fell to him.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that pick too.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to give that a C+ there, with the potential of getting up there, but just initially, that's where I'm landed.
Man, I know it's crazy, but if I'm OKC, I know it's going to be a reach, and I think he's going to go to 15 at the Bulls. but I keep looking at Cam Carr. That's one of my favorite players of this draft.
And
If I'm OKC, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go with Cam Carr at 12.
And the crazy part is I'm really high on Cameron Carr as well. Like I have him, I had him 14 on my big board. So I think he's a lottery type talent. And I had a mock to the Chicago Bulls with pick 15. I think
yeah.
15.
I don't think he falls below that, man.
If he goes before that, like that's very good value for whoever these next three teams, the Warriors, Thunder, and Milwaukee.
If we would have kept our pick, that's why I had him going. Even though it would have been a reach for some people at the time, even before the combine, I'm like, his shooting stroke, he's going to get some weight in as well, but his shooting stroke is just perfect, man. It's picture perfect.
Yeah, and I think with Golden State, I think Mara, if Mara's the pick, like I think that's a perfect fit for Golden State. Like, if Mara went there because he can pass the ball. Like for a 7'3" guy, he can really pass the ball. And Kerr's offense, it's all about movement and setting those illegal screens that I hate so much.
Yep,
but
they're masters at that.
It's like.
I do think that this has Nate Ammon written all over it, though. I think a replacement for a Draymond. I don't think Draymond's there I don't think he's there for a long time, but I think he's there for a good time. Russ, you have a hunch here. If they go Mara, they're going Ammon.
I'm going Lindenberg. I think that's a Draymond replacement.
Yeah. Okay. And ESPN's noting right now their team needs a rim protector, 3-and-D wing. I think between Mara, Ammon, Lindenberg, like I don't think that they can go wrong with those three. God, Nate Ammon is not happy right now. I mean, it's understandable. It's totally understandable. Hey, we are joined.
Hey,
Parker Ainsworth of Locked On Cougs. Now, where else are you going to get? I mean, Kingston Fleming's gets picked. Less than 10 minutes later, we got a guy who knows him about as well as anybody joining our show here. Parker, it's a pleasure to have you, sir.
Yeah, go Hawks now. That's we're all Hawks fans. That's what I hear.
No. None of us are Hawks fans. Yeah. We actually all absolutely.
Hey, as I said, though, they're a team ready to win. They took 2 games off the Knicks, and no one else did that. And they went out and got a point guard that wins. I like it, man. I like it. Now, hey, I know that there's a real world out there where they have another pick later, maybe another Coug. We'll talk about the rest of the draft, too. I shouldn't only talk Cougs, but yeah.
Just your quick thoughts on the fit with Kingston there. You like him landing in Atlanta?
I like the athleticism combination with he and Jalen Johnson a lot. And then I think the pick and roll game with him and Okongwu was interesting. Other folks that watch more pro basketball than me probably can talk to them more, but I like both those aspects. And like I said, I do like that they are the team ready to win. It would kind of suck to watch them go to like Milwaukee's bottoming out, right? Like that'd be tough. So
no, for sure. And we're making decent time. We're an hour 15 minutes in, and we're on pick 11. Oh, good.
Almost halfway in.
We'll be here till midnight. That's great. Yeah. But we're going to be live for every single pick. We are going to be right here. Anybody else think Adam Silver kind of looks like Megamind? Like as time is going on, he's like slowly morphing into
I legit feel like Adam Silver is part of like Men in Black, one of those aliens that just took over a body, and he's the commissioner of the NBA. Like I just feel like when he goes to sleep at when he goes to his home at night, like something just opens up and a little alien comes out. It's like it's one of those. Yeah, he has a weird look to him.
I feel like he missed his calling as a live action actor of the Oscars trophy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my God! You see, now I gotta look for
They
Adam
took
Sandler picture of the baby suit just to see it. They took Lindenberg. Oh
yeah.
Man, that's a win now move.
Okay. Did I call it or did I call it?
Okay.
Now you know what's insane here. If OKC goes with Nate Ament,
now
that's one of those.
So
like,
what are the Thunder? Okay, y'all watch more pro basketball than me.
Yeah.
The Thunder don't have spots for these guys.
No.
So
they'll make moves.
We were talking about that earlier. It's the crazy part.
So
they literally have one spot remaining on their roster. With
they got decisions to make with Dort, with their center. So they have to make moves or consolidation trade where they trade 3 or 4 players and get one back. They're gonna make some moves.
They did move Wiggins to Atlanta, which I like that move. I thought that was a sneaky good move. I like Andrew Wiggins. I think Andrew Wiggins is a nice player. This is interesting. And Rush, you hit the nail right on the head. I think this helps Golden State tremendously.
I think he's Draymond. I think he's better than Draymond coming out of college offensively. But you saw his toughness in March Madness. This guy is a gamer. I think this perfectly fits the Warriors' style. Definitely still trying to win, even though they're starting to go on the back half of Steph's career. I think this is a great pick.
Okay. Fun fact: he almost was going to go to the University of Houston as a transfer.
Wow.
So
they were in the running.
If Samson wanted him, he's tough. He's a tough guy. Yeah.
And just to make sure, so we're now 11 picks in, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that it's been 11 different schools that have been represented in the first 11 picks.
Yeah, they got to be some type of record.
Did Michigan get 2? Michigan got
no, not yet.
Michigan
This is the second.
Michigan will be the first school to have 2 players. Yeah, for sure.
And Parker, if you want to speak to just you follow college ball about as much as anybody that I know. This has to speak. NIL's got to have an impact on that being the case. That it's now spread out. The talent is spreading out. I think that's one of the benefits of NIL.
It's certainly how a guy like DeBonta gets to BYU off the top, right? And like he doesn't go to BYU 10 years ago, so certainly helps some of that. And then frankly, it's also probably why Lindenborg went back to college. I think he almost went to as an early second, late first round pick a year ago, and obviously boosted his stock some. And so I think that helps there too. It definitely has made this. What'll be interesting, and if y'all are really going all throughout the entire draft tomorrow night with the second round, is the second round going to be a total crapshoot because there are a bunch of guys that would be traditional second round picks that are not in the draft because they can make more NIL money, staying home, and that's a whole different calculus.
And I do apologize. Michigan did have 2 picks. They had Morris Johnson. Dallas. So Michigan has had 2 players. But still, you had 10 plus colleges represented in the first pick. Yeah. Any chance anybody sees OKC moving this pick, or do you? I can see
it. I can actually see it. Probably, you know how Presti operates, so he probably would trade this pick for some future picks, right? Yeah. I can definitely see Presti doing something like that in this draft.
Now, do y'all see potentially here? They could make a move trading a guy like Hartenstein, who's really expensive, and just plug and play Mara here. Because I think Mara could fit that mold for them just spot on.
So they could. They got Sorber coming back too. So they got some options here, man. Yeah, they got some options.
They turned the pick in right now too. So unless they traded the pick, and
they might. You know what? They might trade 17, Alfred. If they like 12, they might go 17.
Yeah, if this pick is Mar, then I can definitely see that scenario, what you just said with Isaiah Hartenstein being dealt.
Now, I'm still going to say, I know if he's there at 13, I know Miami, technically, picking from Milwaukee, will go Nate Amont. But this is the perfect spot for an OKC team to go get a Nate Amont because you just have him on a rookie scale contract for the next 4 or 5 years, and you're set, man. You got rotational pieces, cost controlled. Your roster's getting expensive, kind of like what's going to happen to San Antonio eventually, too. So you're just ahead of the game, man. You need this young talent and rotational piece. And for a talent like him, man.
How are you feeling right now?
So, Parker, moving over to you just real quick. The University of Houston. We now have 3 Cougs blessed on the panel right now. Where do you have a Chris Senac? Talk us into. I think Senac's being slept on a little bit, but do you see him somewhere, like people have said as high as 17, maybe as low as 25? How high are you on him in this draft?
So I think his game, and there's a reason he was so touted out of high school. I think his game translates better to the pros than it does college, if we're being really honest.
Interesting. Okay.
The spacing will help him a lot. And frankly, like that, there's no just looming because he had to play power forward next to JoJo Tugler, so there was always a defensive guy down inside the lane, right? There won't be that in the pros because either he'll be out at the perimeter or the other big or the no big will be out, And so I think that helps him out a lot. I also think the big thing is you're drafting Chris Sinak for like when he's 22, 23, 24, and the kid's 19.
Right.
I think that's a big piece of that too. I have been all over the map as far as where I want him to land. I think that selfishly, like, I don't want him to go to the Lakers because, like, then he and Luka will, of course, be like tremendous. Like, God damn, like, I don't like this part of me doesn't like want that, right? But I really think that as I look at this, like, someone has brought up the Thunder, and I thought that the Thunder might be, when I was kind of looking at what happened to Chris, like, moving off of guys like Dort and Hartenstein to get younger and cheaper, right? So they can save money. And so I was like, Sinak could come and be a pick and pop guy with Shea, and that'd be a great fit down the line. Great rebounder as far as replacing Hartenstein goes. But we just missed a pick.
No.
Yeah, they picked
Mara.
12 on
There it is.
Thunder went Mara. So there's
There
the
you go,
big.
man.
So they did want a big, I guess. So I wasn't horribly wrong there. Yeah. As soon as I say that.
Now, Parker, I think you'll appreciate this. We've given a lot of love to Zildrunas Ilgauskas 2.0 here and Adea Mera.
Hey, man. Power to him. The guy was a bench player at UCLA 3 years ago. Like, I don't know.
Russ, do you like? I love this pick for Oklahoma.
I like the pick. I think the guy's got a good bit for a big man. He's got really good vision.
Oh, good. They're showing Dusty May again. Thank God. It's been 5 seconds since we've seen that on ESPN. I mean, and this makes sense. I mean, now Michigan with 3 guys in the top 12. That's pretty solid. Were you at all shocked, Parker? Get your real quick thoughts on Dusty May going to the NBA.
I was shocked because it happened so late. Like, if you'd have told me it happened in May, I think I'd be, oh, yeah, that makes sense, right? I thought when they got past May and he was still with Michigan, he's going to stay another year. Clearly, I was wrong, but I guess he was also wrong, right? He told a bunch of people that he was going to stay in Michigan before not staying in Michigan. The Mavs are a mess, man. There's no way you can tell me he was your first pick as a coach if you waited till the day before the draft to hire him. I don't know.
Maybe it's because he just wasn't available until the very last second until they threw $10 million+ at him.
I would do a lot of things for $10 million. So I'll put that out there in the ether. I will do a lot. I'll do a lot of things for $10 million.
That's what Karl Malone told that girl in Utah. Sorry. Digress. All right, pick number 13 going to Milwaukee. What is Milwaukee after they take in Burries? Anybody have a thought here on where they could be looking to go?
I think Ament.
Yeah.
I was considering.
Sure.
Yeah, I was considering him with their first round pick, and now he's available now at pick 13. So I think that might be the direction they go. But
my comp for him is Keith Van Horn.
Native man. Oh, already.
I like
No, man, no way. Keith Van Horn?
I like the play. I like the way that they move. I think reminds me of one another. I don't know. I could be slightly off there, but not by much. Okay, everybody hates the Keith Van Horn comparison.
I think it's a unanimous hate to the comparison.
So Houston did play Tennessee, so I saw him early in the year, and I admittedly watched a lot of Nate Ament later in the year. I wasn't as impressed as other people were with him. I thought he got pushed around a lot, and that might have changed. He is young, and you're not drafting a guy for what his best is at 18. Just like I just said with Chris a second ago, right? Like, I thought he got pushed around a lot though, and that was worrisome to me.
He's skinny. He needs to beef up a little bit, but his overall talent, man, it's insane. He's just a pure basketball player in that regards. But yes, he needs to get stronger in order to be able to compete. I mean, I'm not comparing him to Kevin Durant, but a lot of times, I mean, Kevin Durant's another beast. But we always thought, oh, Kevin Durant needs to gain a little bit more weight, this and that. Kevin Durant looks the same when he graduated high school that he looks right now. And he still managed to have a very serviceable career, as you guys can attest to in Houston as well, man. So, but the offense is there. The talent is there.
think with Ament, like the phrase "ultimate boom or bust," I think it applies with Ament because I don't think it's going to be any in between. I think he's either going to be an all-star or he's going to be out the league in a few years. That's exactly how I see it with Ament, because going into the season in college, I thought he was a top 5 prospect. I had him like mocked before Caleb Wilson before the season started, and then obviously the games were played and he didn't show what like he was going to be a top 5 talent. So with Ament, like I said, it's no in between with Ament, in my opinion. I think he's ultimate boom or bust with him.
I think with Milwaukee on the clock here, new coach Taylor Jenkins, formerly of Memphis, I think that he did a good job developing that roster, that organization. I think Ament, but I think y'all hit the nail on the head earlier. I wish they almost didn't take Burries because I would have loved Cam Carr here going to Milwaukee. I think that would have been a perfect type of guy to take there and let him get seasoned a little bit. I mean, I like Burries, but I also like Carr a lot. I think Carr would have made sense there. Nate Ament doesn't do anything. I think Parker hit the nail on the head as well. Like he gets pushed around too much for me. My question is, and y'all can probably answer this. If he wasn't a 5-star recruit and he played like he did as a freshman, do you think we would be having this discussion if he should be going in the lottery? Nope.
That should be the question, honestly, if he wasn't a 5-star recruit.
Yep.
So I think they're banking. I think teams will bank on the fact that he was, highly recruited coming out of high school.
On his upside.
Yeah, on his upside, correct.
And development.
Parker, speaking of Cam Carr, I think Cam Carr is all of our draft crush. Being a Big 12 guy, you watch, the Big 12 basketball. Are you on the same level with the Cam Carr? Like, I think he's being undervalued in this draft. Depending on where he lands, I don't think he gets to 16 or 7 or 19 or 20. But I think if you get him anywhere between 15 and 20, I think you're going to get a hell of a basketball player.
Yeah, and I think the funny thing to me is then my college basketball brain goes to what was wrong with Baylor, because they got 2 guys I like a lot. I like Cam Carr. I think the deal that people don't realize about Cam Carr to see him, he is so tall. Like he's a bit. He plays perimeter stuff, but he's got this long wingspan. He's just so tall, and I think that I think that because he jumps, played at Baylor, they weren't very good. I think people don't realize I think he's gonna be an impact player for a long time because he's the size of an NBA player. There just aren't many people on earth that big that are that talented.
Yeah. When you look at the Bucks, the Bucks could have used Mara here. I think if Mara was still on the board, that would have been the pick. Russ, you're 1 for 1. You want to make your call here? You called Lindenborg, which
I think is going to be a minute.
Okay.
I do. I think that Alfred, Alex, the same thing. Kind of fits there. He's a boom bust, but there's a high upside with him being 6'10", big wingspan. I think that fits what they're going for in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Even if I get it wrong, I'm batting 500, so I'll take that.
And they just acquired Khalil Ware, so this is aligning with their age. This right here is a 3-year build.
Yeah.
So you have to take the upside. I would not be surprised if you go Cam Carr, because I love him so much, but they win barriers. So that to me. But Carr will not go below 15. I think Chicago is his major drop. That's it.
Do y'all think Burries is a point?
No. Combo guard.
Because I kind of feel the same way about a lot of their guards right now. It's like they could all do it in a pinch.
Yeah.
But I wonder if they. I don't know.
I could see Casper's barriers and Carr. That would be a nice, because Hawkins could be coming off your bench for you. Hawkins might start for them this year, but I'm saying eventually,
and when they're good,
when they're good, they could have a nice three kind of like backcourt rotation there, where they could be productive, man. And you got Khalil Ware, you got other people that fill in the roster. So,
can we not get Oscar Robertson a better seat? Like, why is he in the one of the greatest basketball players of all time? Away from the stage. Oh, what? That's terrible. That is terrible disrespect.
And they just made the pick too.
Okay, Alfred, do not. You're over 3 on.
He just keeps on doing it, man. He just keeps on doing this, man.
Oh, here we go. Okay, now Russ is ruining picks. Great.
Pick orders.
I'm not getting the blame. Alfred already took that.
There you go. Made a man.
And Native off the board to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yep. Just
And by the way, I know the reason why they do this, but am I the only one that finds it weird that they don't have it to where the team that makes the trade announces the pick?
Yeah.
And they have to have the trade.
That's because there's technically like it could fall through, right?
Yes,
like it won't, but
and it's not like the NFL in regards to the trade is immediate. This could turn into like a 4 or 5 team trade, so they have no idea where this could end up. So you have to do the whole presentation in the Miami Heat organization. To me now, the funniest part, us in Miami, we're having a draft party here in the arena. Like that didn't change. So it's kind of like a de facto welcome to Miami, Giannis, but we can't talk about it. Giannis can't mention anything. We can't introduce anybody.
The Rockets did the same thing last year with Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant, that's true.
Well, the Rockets this year are having a draft party. And I'm sitting here, Parker and Alfred, I'm like, okay, why?
It's like we don't pick till tomorrow.
Just making money.
It's 100. It's selling concessions, having a good time, making you think they might.
I think the real reason why they did it because they want to sell the new team gear.
Yes.
They have it there, so they will. I really want to do that.
I mean,
I want to ask about the new team gear, and I know, Mike, we talked about it before the draft.
Yeah,
I love the concept of it. I'm not a big fan of the lines. Like I kind of like the old look. If they would have gone to like a modernized old look. So how do you guys feel about it? I want a consensus. It's awful.
Like the pinstripe?
The pinstripe.
I love it. To be honest,
you like the
pinstripes? The new jerseys. Yeah, the pinstripes. The thing is with the pinstripes, if you see the jerseys up close, they're not like it's not visible like pinstripes. You have to really come close.
Okay,
to it.
I got
you. You have to really really to it to see it. It's not something you just notice off the bat or something like that. But
gotcha.
I love them.
I like the red and yellow a lot. I wish they'd gone to the Dunkster knot, like just straight all over there. Yeah, I like that logo a lot.
I'm an old school. Give me the Charles Barkley jersey there.
The
pajamas, baby.
Pinstripes, blue with the Rockets. Give me a little Chuckster feel. I love it.
Excuse me, Russ. That is the Kelvin Cato era of Rockets basketball. That has nothing to do with Charles Barkley. Put some respect on my boy Kelvin Cato.
That really is to me though. That's when Steve Francis in the dunk contest. What I remember, man, like that.
Coutinho Mobley.
God, what a name.
Do y'all have just real quick going around the horn? A pick so far that y'all think is not going to work out for that team? Like I think we've given a lot of love. But give me a pick so far that you look at and you're like, I could see that not working out.
Wow.
The one that comes to mind to me so far, and it's not him as a player, it's just the team that picked them. It's Sacramento and Darius Acuff.
Yep.
Because they're proving time over time, like they haven't developed, like their own guys. Like that's the thing. That's the in my opinion, is Acuff. In my opinion.
Yeah. Russ, how about you?
I don't. I'm not going to go off. I thought that was Alfred a solid pick, but I'm not going to piggyback on that. So I don't really have one for you, Mike.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I think Alfred stole mine. I think Acuff's very heliocentric way he plays. I'll put that nicely. With a culture in Sacramento that is not so great. I think he could be really, really great somewhere else afterwards. We saw that with both Fox and Halliburton, I guess. They both got to the finals as soon as they left. I wouldn't bet that Sacramento's any good because of that.
I will go Acuff because of the situation, but in reality, I know they drafted him for need. But I want to see how Mara transitions into an official NBA roster against real NBA centers and all that. So that's my one thing. And I'm not saying he's going to be a flop or anything, but I think he's going to have a tough time transitioning. And also with a culture, it's a win now culture for them. But he is transitioning from a Michigan team that just won a national title. But I still find some difficulties in his transition.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Morris Johnson. I hate that fit in Dallas. If they do move off of it does make more sense. But as of right now, I hate that pick.
And it was his head coach. It was his head coach, Mike. Like there has to be something there. Like when your head coach is making the decision there, or kind of partial decision, there has to be some inside info there where he's like, "Look, this is my top prospect from that team."
Well, it is University of Michigan, and they've been known to do everything above board and never do anything behind the scenes. I do think I've totally forgot this that Bobby Portis was a part of the Giannis deal. I love getting Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis is a dude that if there was a scrum, I want Bobby Portis on my side.
Oh, for sure.
Your thoughts on the Giannis deal, Parker, as we move to Charlotte at 14?
I mean, I frankly, in some ways, like that it happened for Miami and not Boston. I think the big question with that is
Russ got him.
Yeah, that was a side jab, Russ.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a Boston guy. My bad.
Oh man,
it's all good. I got my Tatum on.
I think the dominoes that come afterwards are really interesting. I thought, Miami's been after him for a while, right? So like the idea of him and Heat culture has always kind of been there and all that. I'm interested kind of where the rest of the dominoes go. Like what else happens to the East with Boston and Jaylen Brown? Who do they put around Giannis and Bam? In like a vacuum, I like Giannis and Bam a lot though. Like I'd be lying if I was like not.
It's the first trade has been made. I want to say.
We got a trade here?
Oh, unless he's announcing that Giannis trade like at the draft.
Oh,
Shams, you already did that yesterday, guy. Charlotte. We haven't talked to any Charlotte tonight. Thank God. Sorry for all of our Charlotte fans out there.
Yeah, they announcing Giannis. Never mind.
Okay.
Shams looks good. Props to Shams. I do miss Adrian Wojnarowski though. Big
can't beat that.
Look, Megamind back at the desk.
Oh, makes sense. Okay. Makes sense for them.
They went with Steinbach.
Oh yeah, and I had Charlotte picking them too in my mock draft, so that do make sense with them because they need rebounding bad in the front court. So it makes sense, and he's probably the best rebounder in this draft actually too.
6'10", 248 pounds. I've got my pro comp here as David Lee.
Don't hate that.
Yeah, I like that.
Not bad.
At 6'10", 248, David Lee played a long time. And I don't mean any disrespect to Steinbach here. It looks like he played basketball in Washington. And I mean that with all love. He just has Washington written all over him.
Are we school profiling now? State profiling?
100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And just as you guys look, just straight suit, no thrills, no. He's got no swagger to him. I don't think anybody in Washington has any swagger. Can anybody name me the most famous alum playing basketball from Washington?
Is it Little Isaiah Thomas?
Little Isaiah Thomas. Yeah, I was about to say
I know a guy, if he didn't have injuries, could have been very good. That's Brandon Roy.
Brandon Roy.
Brandon Roy went to University of Hawaii. If his knees stayed, that was a dude.
That's true.
I just got a text in a group chat that Chris Signac will remember the name Heinz Steinbach.
Isaiah Thomas?
Yeah, Parker. That's
the short
one.
Not the Knicks, Isaiah Thomas.
No.
Now you talk about Colin Knupple's got to develop a little more swagger, but between Knuple and now Steinbach, not a lot of swagger going on there. But I like what they're doing.
What are you doing with swagger? What? What are you doing there?
I'm doing a lot. Okay.
Hey, Junkyard Dog.
Yeah. Try hard.
Sneaky athletic.
Sneaky. Yeah.
Deceptive quickness.
Deceptive quick.
And if you're looking at what they just showed on ESPN, he's palming a basketball. It's not even facing the right way. Like Wilson was upside down on TV. Ergo, no
details matter, man.
His father is huge. Like the father looks
his father
like Bill.
played with Dirk. That's true.
Yeah, his father looks like Bill Lambier. My goodness. Okay, good. Here comes Dirk. Great, because my NBA draft might be filled. Dirk looks good. Parker, in your opinion, now that we're okay, so Chicago's on the clock here. Give me your Mount Rushmore of big men who played for professional basketball teams in the state of Texas. You get 4.
Oh, whoa.
Order.
I mean, I have Hakeem's jersey behind me, so I've got a
Hakeem the Dream.
I don't think I'm being that. I don't think I'm being that biased and putting that one in there, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Obviously, Timmy Duncan.
Okay.
How close do we get to Dirk? I don't think does Dirk make mine? So because you got David Robinson, Robinson.
Okay.
And then are you not a Moses Malone guy?
Okay.
Ooh.
Right.
Okay.
We hadn't mentioned the big Frenchman yet.
Come on, stop.
No, but like
Yao, a little bit of Yao, or no?
A little bit of Yao.
A little bit of Yao. Okay.
A little bit of Yao, but like 10 years from now, are we gonna mention? He's not there yet. But like 10 years now, we're gonna put Vic on there. I don't know.
Not now.
Not now.
Not yet.
Now, admittedly, I may be intentionally not putting Dirk on there.
I see. Yeah.
But I do think that like you got 2 Spurs, they've got 5 titles between them, right? And Tim and Dave Robinson. Hakeem obviously is my first guy, and then
there's 3.
It's do you put the Dirk 1 title over what Yao or Moses did? Moses didn't get his title at Houston or with the Rockets, right? So
I like it.
That
I'm not against it. Yao's not my top 100 players in the state of Texas, but that's another conversation.
You're not a Yao guy. I remember that now. I had forgotten that actually. We hadn't done a pod together in a long time.
You gotta put Dirk up there, though. You have to.
Were you a Dwight Howard guy, Mike, or no? When he was there?
I loved the pickup. I remember where I was when they signed Dwight.
Me too.
The problem is the Rockets never gave Harden a fellow superstar also in his prime.
Correct.
Dwight's best years were in Orlando. Chris Paul's best years were in LA and New Orleans. Dwight was a good Rocket, really good, but he wasn't great. I don't feel like.
Forget the big man part. Do you remember where we were when the Harden trade was announced?
No.
I'm not sure if you remember. Remember when UH was playing North Texas at Robertson, and we were talking about Harden possibly going to the Rockets?
That's right. I did. God.
What a franchise altering.
And then later on that night after the game, it was announced he went to the Rockets. That was crazy.
And then 2 days later, he drops a 40-piece on Detroit.
That was weird though, because it was like in October. I remember. Yeah.
And the trade package, because you got him for Kevin Martin,
Jeremy Lamb.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
When you look back at that, I'm like, why did OKC cost cutting move, man? Jesus!
Just because I'm reporting on what's going on in the chat, Yao's did make some good sesame chicken at his family's restaurant. That's probably my favorite thing about Yao Ming is the restaurant. Yao's was good. Some good food.
It was. Oh yeah, it definitely was.
I mean, that's why I draft my NBA players is I want their restaurants to be
Steph
exciting.
Curry's wife's barbecue place made it about 4 months here in Houston, and then that shut down.
Yeah, but she knew that was a bad idea. Like this was not she knew better.
Can we get it? Chicago? Where did Chicago go their first pick? Somebody remind me.
I think in my mock I had them taking Cameron Carr. I think.
Is this their first pick? Sorry, I thought they made another pick.
No, you talking about Chicago?
Oh no, Chicago took Caleb Wilson.
Wilson, yeah.
Oh yeah, with the first pick, they picking again at 15. So,
so
their pick is about to come up.
I'm going
Russ
Carr,
is
man.
2 for 2. Yeah. Give me a name here, Russ.
I'm going Alan Graves from Santa Clara.
Ooh. Now that would be a major reach right there.
It would be a major reach if he pulls off Alan Graves from Santa Clara.
Bro, I'm getting I'm
We're
just getting.
good. We'll see you tomorrow night. We're just going to report the picks.
Yeah.
FCSN
Why
on
am I here?
Just tweet out the picks. If
Like,
he
you
pulls
literally
off
would take-
Alan Green from
You literally would
The
take a
Braves.
guy that came off the bench, like he only started 3 games from a mid-major, and you're taking a guy. He literally came off the bench for a mid-major team, and it's like you're taking him at the top 15.
Okay, let's hear.
That
Let's
would be
hear. it.
wild.
NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Jalen Swain.
University of Texas.
Texas guy?
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Man, if OKC ends up with Carr, I'm gonna be so pissed, man. I'm gonna be so fucking pissed. Memphis better pick Carr, bro.
Dylan Swain, Dalen Swain, my apologies. 6'7", 211. I got my pro comp here.
Interesting.
Jeremy Grant.
Solid.
Listen, Dalen
Interesting.
Swain's a nice little pick here. I like the fit too. That's a nasty little fit he's got going on.
The maroon?
Yeah.
A Longhorn wore maroon?
That's a first.
Um,
And not like kind of wore it. Like he went all of the maroon.
this will be a fun little trivia question. What's the last University of Texas basketball player that was picked in the first round?
That was picked in the first round.
First round.
Woo, hold on, don't tell me.
Last Texas basketball is it can be
You take
Aldridge or
basketball
Durant.
player that took in round 1.
Was it
Aldridge would have been before Durant.
Aldridge.
No.
Let's see.
That's a long time.
That's.
I was gonna say Avery Bradley at first.
Durant was 08, excuse me.
Last Texas basketball player
I was
picked
gonna
in
say
the
Avery
first
Bradley,
round.
but it gotta be somebody after that.
Avery
TJ
Bradley.
Ford
Avery
was-
Bradley was what? He was
Oh wait,
09.
no, that's easy. You said round 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, Trey Johnson last year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
it.
true.
They had a lottery pick
I did hear,
recently.
Yeah.
I did hear some boards going on there.
I had to think.
I did hear some boards. You
He,
clipped.
he was just confirming. He was
I
just
had to
confirming
think.
his
I
thoughts.
had to think for a second. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, that was last year.
Y'all like this move here with Swain? I think it's a little bit of a reach. I had him at 25 on my big board.
Yeah, I believe it's a reach as well. I had like several like guards that was like rated higher than him. My comparison, you said your comparison was who, Mike?
I think he screams Jeremy Grant to me.
Jeremy Grant.
Good body. Think Trevor Ariza. I think he's got some of that game to him. I don't know if his 3-point shot is as good. He's got to get a better feel for the game. But I think with the second pick from Chicago, they already picked Caleb Wilson. I like the idea of going backcourt and front court here.
Oh yeah, I like that. Like I said, with him, when I saw him him playing for Texas, I had Herb Jones comparisons. So, I had him later on. My big board, I had him. I think it was like 23 or 24 ish, around that range. Okay. So they took him pick 15 and everything. So it was a reach in a sense, but I mean, it's a new regime in Chicago, and like we were talking about it earlier, they really need talent everywhere. Honestly, to be honest, Chicago.
Parker, do you think? I mean, he's a junior, so he had one more year. Do you not think a guy like a Swain could have gone back for another year, taken advantage of the money out of Texas, made some good money, improved his game, come back next year and be a fringe lottery guy?
Well, especially so the big example there's going to be Len Yaxel, right? Like he obviously did the best of anyone.
Yep.
I think the interesting thing about Swain and next year's draft would have been, look, you can see it in the kids people are recruiting. Next year's draft looks weaker, so I think that like that lottery would have been a little thinner. It's hard to tell a kid not to follow a dream, go to the NBA when they got a chance, and he did just get picked 15th, so it's pretty good. But I wouldn't have had him 15th though, so he had better advice than I would have. I'd have had him in the 20s, like y'all are saying myself.
Yeah.
And one thing,
the player.
Oh, sorry,
comps, I don't hate the player comps. I think I'm kind of right there. And again, like he will play. I don't mean to denigrate the NBA. I think it's easier to score in the NBA because of the spacing, and so guys like him will do better with that.
Good point. This could be Memphis on the clock here. Could this be the spot where the first player out of Mexico ever, Kareem Lopez, goes? That was a cool story. As soon as he gets drafted, first player out of Mexico, immediately, becomes a national figure there. They start off 2-0 in the World Cup. They have their first player taken in the NBA draft. Great time for Mexico. You've got him still on the board. You've got LeBaron Phelan out of Alabama, the freshman point guard, still on the board.
I like him a lot.
Oh yeah.
You've got guys like, a Bennett Sturts out of Iowa. Our guy Cameron Carr. You got Christian Anderson out of Texas Tech. Chris Senack. This draft, I think, can produce a plethora of just good, solid, rotational guys, plug and play. Is that an accurate statement to y'all that we may not get a bunch of superstars out of this draft, but just good, solid rotational pieces?
100%, man. Out of the top five, I would say even top four. I mean, we can even go top 7. After that, you got parity throughout the first round, where it just comes to preference, the time frame that the organizations are in right now. Some of them are win now mode, some are developing players. So you have this might be the most complete draft talent wise since the 03. And I would say even because 03-96, they were very well vested in the top 15, and there was great players drafted, but this one legit has parity throughout from all the top 30 picks. And I'm surprised there might be some moves because some players are dropping here and there. So you might start seeing some moves in the 20s, depending on what players start dropping from here on out.
And I was just about to ask that question. I was going to ask you all, are you all surprised there hasn't been a trade yet?
Yeah.
I think it's testament to this draft, how talented player, this draft is and everything.
What we got? Let's see. There you go.
Oh,
yeah, but Mike's gonna say he has no swag, so
that doesn't fit the swag meter.
I'm not gonna say that Bennett Sturts doesn't have swag, but I'm
he's a
also
white guy,
not
man?
gonna say that he does. What I am gonna say, solid glue guy, great locker room presence. Okay. Look at
Sturts he can really play.
I don't know.
I think we did get a trade though. I think we're looking at.
Oh, we got a trade?
So Shams just tweeted out Memphis is trading pick 16 and Sturts to Oklahoma City for 2 seconds.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, here we go.
So Sturts is a Thunder.
Oh, Lordy.
But does that mean that
real quick on that trade? Now he's joining another guy on that team
with no swag and Chet Holmgren? Oh wait, sorry.
Who looks like Porky the Pig from Space Jam, or whoever's wearing the
Porky the Pig. That is a great comparison, man. We should do these comparisons to cartoon characters.
Isaiah Hartenstein though, undercover swag.
Yeah.
And he might be moved. He might be moved. He might just price himself out.
Yeah, I do like that move for Oklahoma City. That Bennett Sturts in Oklahoma City.
No, I will say jokes. I like Sturts.
I don't think they could throw him into Memphis, so they sent him to Oklahoma City would be a little better fit for him.
Yeah.
we got Jason. He's a head coach of a program. A nice shout out, man. Love you, buddy.
Bennett Sturts, pro comp. I got Derek White, Alfred.
I got Peyton Pritchard.
Oh, shocker!
That's once again the racial comparisons, man. White guy looks like a white guy.
I can't. Just awful. Give me the whitest guy you have in the NBA. See, Russ,
hey, don't be talking trash about my boy P. Rabbit. Don't be talking trash about my boy P. Rabbit.
You rabbit. Now, I do want to ask this question because I had this question written down. I don't know about y'all. I'm a big cards guy. I love collecting cards. Give me a guy that, if you're a card guy, not necessarily, it doesn't have to be AJ DeBontia. That's the easy answer. Give me a guy maybe a little flying under the radar that card collectors out there should start collecting right now because it's going to be worth a ton of money in the future.
Damn. Oh,
shoot.
Okay, so we got to think like kind of an underdog, not really appreciated.
I'm going to start it off. Caleb Wilson. I think if Caleb Wilson hits, he's going to hit huge.
He might be the most talented player in this draft, man.
That's what I'm saying. Is like I don't think a lot of people, like everyone's going to go after Devontae. Everybody's going to go after Cam Boozer, like Darren Peterson. But like that Caleb Wilson to me.
And then he's in a major market now too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he hit.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Let me guess, Parker. Kingston Flemings.
I was gonna say that, like, you know, theoretically, them winning would make that more valuable. I think, like you mentioned, like if you're trying to buy low, sell high, the top 3 picks are not buy low, sell high. I think there's gonna be. I said it myself as someone that I think is gonna be not a great fit in Sacramento, just because Sacramento's not so great. There will be a, like, in the same way Iverson has the cult following. There will be a cult following around Darius Acuff that, like, will probably pay a pretty penny for a guy that just gets buckets.
Yep.
Chicago and Caleb goes
one.
fun. I like Chicago and Caleb because the market.
Okay.
I think
No way OKC making this pick for themselves, right?
No, this part of the trade.
No, they just got stirred.
Part of the trade. Yeah, they just pulled it up. Yeah, they just pulled it up just now. Yeah.
So my guess of Kareem Lopez still up there. Jason Curry, I hate him in Sacramento. Well, okay. Hey, I'm here for it. I love outraged fans. They're so fun. Like, hey, we just took this guy and he's never played a game in the NBA. Oh, he's gonna suck. He's gonna be awful.
Oh no. This right. I'm telling you, I coach with him. That's Jason. That's our head coach in the program. Well, he hates it that he went to Sacramento because of what we were talking about. A bad organization. He's too talented to go. Exactly. Can't develop guards. It's true. No, hey, notice how many guards Sacramento has drafted, and they somehow, some way, either lose them, move them, and I know it's been different front offices, but it's just unfortunately part of the culture there.
Yeah. Russ, you have a guy, an underrated guy, or are you going Acuff as well? Or not underrated, but a guy in the card community that we should keep an eye on.
Card community. Oh man, you threw me off. I was daydreaming.
I'm gonna go cards. Cameron Carr. Cameron Carr. Cards.
With this, oh Lord.
Let's go Mikael Brown Jr.
Ooh.
Not bad.
I'm trying to go a little under the radar. You're trying to buy low, sell high.
I'm a big fan there.
What about CNEC from Houston whenever he gets drafted? I think he's going to surprise a lot of people, man.
It's with Sinek. It depends on what team he goes to. It depends on what team he goes to.
Yep.
To me, like a team I don't want him to go to. Like as far as I would hate it, but it would be a good situation is San Antonio.
Oh, that would be perfect for him.
Like I would hate him for him to go to San Antonio.
But they'd be the Twin Towers thing all over again.
Yeah, exactly.
Could he drop that low?
San Antonio needs shooters because they got no shooters on that team.
Chris can shoot though, like that. Like
that's
he
the
can
thing.
shoot.
That's the thing.
Yeah, he can stretch. Yeah, he can stretch.
He can shoot. Then that's all they need. Nobody can shoot on that team besides Dylan Harper. Yeah, see.
Listen. You're talking about San Antonio. I think it'd be a stretch there. I love Alex Caravan from Connecticut. From Utah. I think that is a picture perfect spot is San Antonio for Caravan.
Swag or no swag?
Oh, he's got swag. Yeah. Caravan, a lot of swag. Speaking of Sinak, Parker, were you not a little disappointed in what we got from him last year? I mean, he's going to be a first-round pick. I thought he was going to be more Chris Webber. Like, I thought he was going to dominate more, and he showed flashes. I was a little underwhelmed by Sinak.
You know, obviously we're talking well about Kingston. Neither one of them drove to the basket as much as I would have thought. Kingston probably did more than Chris, frankly.
Sure.
Chris is real comfortable shooting 15-foot jumpers. He's got a good jump shot. It works. I would have, he rebounded like a beast by the end of the season. Didn't start that way, but by the end of the season, I would have thought he'd had more points in the paint than he had. And frankly, I think there was some, real talk about him getting an NIL deal to come back and all that. And the truth is, if he goes 25th overall, he's making more money in the NBA than when made an NIL. So.
The Oklahoma City Thunder select Ebuka Okori.
The Stanford kid.
Stanford they picked the Stanford.
This was going to Memphis.
Stanford kid. Yeah, that's going to Memphis.
Oh, interesting.
So it's clear. It's clear. Memphis wasn't a fan of Christian Anderson at point guard or Sturts because They pick
Interesting.
Okori.
They got Clayton.
Oh, I didn't even put together Christian Anderson on the board.
Philly
Oh,
on
wow.
Junior.
Man, Memphis has a nice team.
Yeah, so
Or Phylon. I forgot Phylon was still on the board.
Phylon's still there, man. Someone's gonna get a nice point guard.
Oh yeah, somebody's gonna get it. Yeah,
I'm
still.
wondering when Phylon comes on, are we going to say swag or no swag with the?
Oh, that's swag all the way.
swag all the way.
Wait,
All the way,
17 just
Yeah.
went from Memphis to Detroit, Shams tweeted.
Oh, so Detroit got in on it.
So Detroit just got whoever this Stanford kid.
Oh, they got Okori. Okay.
Oh, okay. So Memphis keeps moving back. Okay. They probably moved back to 21.
So who did
21.
Okori end
Yeah,
up
because
with?
Detroit had 21.
Okori ends up in Detroit. Sturts
Okay.
ends up in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
And 21 is now Memphis. Per
Memphis.
Shams
Okay.
tweeted.
Perfect. Perfect. All right.
Kareem Lopez to Memphis, still in play. That's the most important thing.
I wonder what Toronto does here. Toronto's always genuinely. They could, man. I don't know why Carr. Someone's gonna grab Carr. Like there's just too much upside with Carr, man.
So,
Oh yeah.
so
Yeah, that's the reason why I had him as a lottery talent.
I don't know why. Who do we got? We got San Antonio at 20.
Ooh, I hope they don't take. Oh,
Speaking of
Lordy, have mercy.
your boy Russ, when I watched Okori play, the name that came to mind was Peyton Pritchard.
Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah, I like the way he handles the game. I like that pick.
I like Okori a lot. I think it's a value pick, frankly, at 17.
Yeah, Charlotte. So Charlotte is still on the board here at 18.
I can see them taking Cam Carr because they took Steinbach with their first pick. I can see them taking Cam Carr here.
That's a quality.
Add more shooting to what they already have. Oh yeah,
And add more swag to that roster. Mike, just to you.
So we got Jay Billis is best available. Phylon from Alabama, Cam Carr, Kareem Lopez, Chris Senac Jr., and Christian Anderson. 3 of those 5 represent the Big 12.
Big 12's having a good night, by the way. I don't know how
yeah.
many. Big 12's having a good night.
Still got about 2 or 3 more people to be drafted round 1. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I've seen, I want to get y'all's take on a guy that, this is just a name, Koa Pete from Arizona.
Why do you say him?
He's a dude. That's the guy I'm praying for. I told Alex before, I'm like, please, Koa Pete fall to 27. Fall to 27.
So,
He
please.
needs to get his shooting. He needs to.
I'm
So
gonna be
you're
a
a Boston guy?
I'm gonna be 100% honest. If we being real, like I think Pete should have went back another year.
Yeah.
No, for
He
sure.
needs development.
One thing I like about
I think his agent kind of set him up a little bit because his agent doesn't have a good track record of like having like telling his clients like good decision. So
Sure.
I think Pete definitely should have like went back to Arizona.
You
One
had
thing
a strong reaction, Parker. Why?
So I think Russ and Boston fans actually is a cool fit. I think Cole Pete, like we said about a lot of these guys who get the second half of the first round, is going to be really good at 22, 23. I think the difference for him long term is I think big picture he'd have made more money going back to school and being a top 10 pick next year. The second contract would have been worth more, et cetera, right? But I think the deal is he's going to be the same player at 22 no matter when he gets drafted at the age 22, I say. And Boston could kind of get away with not playing him a whole lot until then, right? They could kind of like ease him into it. That'd be a really cool fit, frankly, him and Tatum, because I don't think you keep Brown so right, but I think that him and Tatum together could be kind of fun. Frankly, I like Cole Pete a lot. I was a big fan.
I think he was reading the tea leaves early as agent because he was up there top 12 early and has fell. So I think probably reading the tea leaves and just went with it.
Yeah.
I would have loved him to come back too because I mean,
another guy that I want to get y'all's opinion on, and I think it's early for this guy, and he plays absolutely no offense. Terrace Reed Jr. from UConn. One of my favorite guys in this draft because he knows exactly what he is. He's Charles Oakley 2.0.
He fits a role.
It's a role, and I think that's what and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what you're looking for in the 20s. Like, I think you could get lucky and get a star in the 20s, but more likely than not, you're drafting for a specific need, right? Like, I think that a San Antonio could benefit from a guy like a Terrace Reed. Like when you watch the playoffs, I think that they were a little soft up front. I think you have Giannis, but you need a guy. You need a tough guy. You need a guy, a Draymond Green type guy to just throw his body around and be like, you're not going to do this. You're not Jalen Brunson. You're going in the fourth row. I don't care who you are or where we're doing this thing.
And that's one thing about San Antonio. They have physical guards, but their lack of positional depth behind Wemby kind of showed in certain and it's insane because they were able to get away with it OKC because OKC has really like a front court. But when it went back in the way you're going to compete in the West, the teams you got to get out of the West, you got to compete against Minnesota. You got to compete against Denver's. Like you need physicality up front. So I don't know if in the 20s it might still be a reach, but definitely for sure that is something that you mentioned San Antonio. They'll address that. And you mentioned the Houston guy, Sinek. That might be what people might think is a little bit of a reach. But definitely that might be a situation where San Antonio kind of go plucks him. Because even Phylon might go to Toronto. Because there's a big drop after that. Because everybody else has point guards.
With San Antonio, I think the other thing is like Victor kind of took on being the tough guy a couple times when he went like across the line a little bit tough guy.
Yeah.
And you need someone else to do it because you can't have Vic getting a suspension.
Nope.
Right? Like they need a goon almost like a hockey. Yeah.
Just me. Can I get the 7'4" big man to actually have a back to the basket game? Not I catch the ball with the elbow and I drive into I'm like a 7'4" guy, he wants to be a freaking guard. I'm like every time I'm at the elbow, I drive. I'm like, you're 7'4". Just put your back to the basket and have a little.
Christian Anderson
comes off.
I just want to speak on this one. I'm gonna put my Texas Tech hatred aside. Anderson is actually he's a great player. If we're being real honest, like in my opinion, he's one of the best shooters in this draft. And he really, he can score the rock. It's probably questions that he's undersized in a sense, but the guy, he can score the basketball. Like you turn on the tape against Duke in Madison Square Garden, and how he took over that game at the end of the game. Like he can get you buckets and everything. So I actually like Christian Anderson as a prospect. So it's a nice fit. He's going to Charlotte. They can.
Yeah,
Even can have too much shooting on a team, and he's definitely going to provide that with Charlotte. So
6'1", 180 out of Texas Tech. I would bet on him being a decent player in the NBA. I know there's a lot of betting going on at Texas Tech.
That's good.
I was waiting for the delayed response when I said I would bet on him being.
It might be Indiana and Cincinnati before Texas Tech.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if this pick was a gamble by the Charlotte Hornets. I do like it though. My comp for him, Russ, is Dennis Schroeder.
Dennis Schroeder, I like that.
Like, I think frame-wise, and Alfred, going to what you talk about, like you talked about bucket getter, but also last year, 244 assists for Texas Tech, which let school record there. He knows how to get to his spots. You remind me of Schroeder can get buckets whenever he wants. Being a Big 12 guy, another Big 12 pick here, Parker. Big night for the Big 12 coming here.
It's a good night.
We still got about 3 or 4 more people that could be picked round 1 for the Big 12.
And again, we all can pick on Texas Tech. I do think McCaslin's a hell of a coach. I think Anderson's interesting, and y'all watch more pro basketball than me. I think Anderson fits really well next to LaMelo. I have this weird thing where I think like, if you're going to be a 6'1" off-ball guard, you kind of need a really tall point guard. I think that pairing works really well for them. There's not a whole lot of point guards Christian Anderson can play next to. LaMelo is one to me.
Toronto on the clock here with the emergence of Jamal Shed there. I don't think that this is a spot for Phylon. Maybe, potentially. But I think Toronto – this could be the pick for our guy. This could be Cam Carr.
Yeah.
I think Cam Carr could be coming off the board right here.
I would say Kareem also a possibility, but you got Scotty Barnes, you got Brandon Ingram, but Carr seems to fit that athleticism, that wing. They need wing athleticism as well, and they got Emmanuel quickly. They might move on from him, but definitely this might be the spot. If not, San Antonio might fall into the riches. But oh man, after that you still got 21. You got Memphis, so Memphis could pick up Carr at 21, but I don't see a drop, man. After that, he's just too talented to keep dropping.
I do have a thing though about guys in the NBA wearing t-shirts under their jersey.
I just don't know how that's comfortable for them. I don't get that.
Like even if it's like a dry fit type of situation, I just don't trust it. I don't like it.
Not aura. No,
Russ, when you played ball, did you wear an undershirt?
Like a white beater almost.
Okay. So like
that's acceptable.
Jersey.
Yeah, not like a nice,
But no sleeves, right?
No sleeve action.
You can't be a basketball player and wear sleeves, man. I mean, some players do it, but I don't know how you do it.
Parker, do you have a genuine disdain for the undershirt t-shirt like I do?
I don't do the sleeves, man. And admittedly, I'm a very sweaty basketball player. I kind of feel like as I get sweatier, I feel them. Like they get like I don't want it. I want as little on as possible.
Mike's about to profile. He's like,
I don't have swag. I don't have swag.
No
I don't
swag.
have swag. Yeah,
No. What I was gonna say was, where in the world are you gonna get this type of breakdown? 2+ hours into coverage, and we got. Dude, see, look, we got Josh saying you got to feel the nips on the jersey.
You got to.
If you're not nips on the jersey, I need nips to jersey touch. Okay. I don't know where we go from here. ESPN's got it. Their perimeter scoring. This has Cam Carr written all over it.
All over it, man.
They making it seem like it's going to be Phylon, like how they doing on this broadcast.
Yeah.
And
it could be.
It is actually a free agent too, so it's going to be.
Is that Mike Miller sitting at the table with Phylon?
Yeah, remember he's an agent. That Phylon is part of his agency.
Yeah.
That's Mike Miller's agency. Yeah.
Hey, you want to talk about who? Yeah. See, Frank, thank you. # nips to jersey. Listen, you know who wouldn't wear an undershirt when he was balling? Mike Miller. Mike Miller, I would take on my team if I was playing skee ball or if I was playing b-ball. Okay, I would take me some Mike Miller any day of the week. Pick is in. Who is Toronto taking? Call your shot, Russ.
Phylon.
Let's see.
The Toronto Raptors select Alan Graves.
They take Alan Graves.
Santa Clara.
I was a little
Damn, Russ, that was you, Russ.
I was a little. I went a couple picks.
A little off.
But hey.
Alan Graves out of Santa Clara, freshman, 6'8", 225. My pro comp, Boris Diaw. I think he plays a lot like Boris Diaw.
Dude, and I think you hit the weight comparison and the height comparison exactly when Boris Diaw came out. Not when he retired, when he came out.
Yep. I mean, watching him play, is this a second Coming to America haircut that we got going on here? Fantastic. I mean, just a special movie. 2024 Louisiana Gatorade Player of the Year. Yeah, I mean, I like this pick. This is a nice little pick by Toronto. A good floor spacer, good rebounder. He was a freshman of the year in the West Coast Conference.
Underrated basketball conference.
Yes, that's true.
San Antonio, is it just me? Just fell into a bag of riches here at 20.
Oh,
if they get Chris Nack, I'm so pissed. You're gonna make me root for San Antonio for? Come on, man. You can't do that to me.
I will never.
Bro, San Antonio here could go Carr, Kareem Lopez. You could have this. That's why it's insane that some of these teams would target these players and possibly move up for them, and they're just falling. They're just playing the draft. They're playing the board, and it's just falling to them, man.
Yeah, Megamind just hit Alan Graves with, I don't know who you are, but congrats and welcome to the league, kid. I do want everyone's quick take on. I want to touch on what Parker just said. That if CNAC goes to San Antonio, you're going to have to root for him.
Oh, says who?
Nobody. He's the enemy. Thanks for
Says
getting.
who?
Thanks for getting never. I love people who are like, "Oh, you live in Texas, you have to root for the Spurs in the NBA."
Nah, we can't do
what
that.
The hell I do? No, never, ever.
Yeah. It's the same. It's the same thing with college too. I can't root for any other Texas school.
Hey, and
But
part
you
of
do.
obviously we're Miami boys over here, but and we have some rivalries with Boston, with New York. But you guys in state, out of both teams, who do you hate the most? Is it San Antonio
Dallas.
or Dallas?
Dallas.
Dallas.
I'll tell you why. At least with the Spurs, they were likable when they had Coach Popovich.
Got you.
At the least, and they had Duncan and things like that, so they was playing the right way. It's like with Dallas, man. It's like growing up with the Mark Cuban factor. Like,
I got you.
Being a douchebag, like it's like
Too much swag. Too much.
yeah. So it's like it's Dallas if I had to choose them two.
Got you.
I've always had a respect for San Antonio.
Right.
I root against them. Right. Dallas has not always had that. Let's just say that.
Yeah, and it pained me to see when Dallas played Miami in the finals. We were like sophomores in college.
Okay.
And we seen like Rockets fans wanting Dallas to beat the Miami Heat in the finals. I'm like, for what? Like really? Like,
I don't know if y'all just got a glimpse of the San Antonio War Room. A lot of good hair in that room. A lot of well-maintained bald heads. But we've got some solid. Russ, I've seen you take your hat off a couple of times. You got some nice locks over there.
Oh,
What's the secret? What are you doing?
Yeah, take it. Yeah, wait, no, take it off. Let's see it.
I mean, I do have a.
Look at that. That's a flow.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's not
AJ,
this. But
AJ's got a good hairline though.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. My hairline's not all that great, but
AJ's got the hairline.
Yeah, AJ's got that Latin hairline for sure.
Are we profiling again, guys? We profiling? Hairline swag?
I don't know if we need to use the term Latin hairline the rest of the show. I mean, this is disgusting. San Antonio's about to get just one hell.
Oh, Lordy. It was bad enough that they had got Dylan Harper. They didn't even need him. And they ended up getting it.
Yeah, he's the best player on the team.
Now, can you imagine if Carr goes to Philadelphia when you got Edgecombe, Maxey,
Carr.
Oof.
Hey,
I mean,
man.
But like San Antonio needs is it toughness up front? I mean, y'all have, and they're young, they're all under contract. Like, I think you just go best player available here, which
you still can't. You're still young.
Yeah.
Their lack of experience cost them. And Jason, that he was on there. We go back and forth, and his point was when we were talking is like if they sign CP3, they win the championship. And they had Barnes on their bench. Barnes could have played in certain late game situations, but you definitely need toughness. You got great guards. You got guards galore. So you got to make some decision wise, but you definitely need toughness. You need more shooting. So it could be a combination of both there.
Cameron Carr looks like Cameron Carr's on the screen right now. He looks like they're making a Disney villain. Like he got the right level of frustration. He's watching all these other guys get drafted. We are making a Disney villain.
Carr can take the league by storm, man. Like that, he has that talent.
And I'm super high on Carr too. That's the crazy part. I had him ranked number 14 on my big board because of the athleticism and everything. So the fact that he's still there at 20 is crazy to me.
I just want it on record that my number 20 player is Cam Carr. So if he goes right here,
if he goes there, perfect.
Yeah, that's the perfect.
Yeah. Two quick things. The Cam Carr situation screams Ruben Bain from the U when he got drafted by Tampa, and just the look on his face like I'm gonna go kill somebody. But also, is that who they just took?
Nah, they showing him on the screen.
Okay, shut up. God, Alfred, 4 times tonight that I've gotten psyched out by you. I can't get Russ's, just flow that he had going. Now I got that stuck in my head. I got a hairline. Like, listen. See, that's a nice little. It's a nice little fit that Chris Cenac. Oh, he looks pissed too. I don't know why. Like he's firmly supposed to go between like 19 to 25. Like we're right in Cenac range now.
Yeah.
Also, is it just me or is Tim Legler just not aging ever? Like he's looked the same for the last 12 years.
So is Richard Jefferson. Like Richard Jefferson looked the same since he left Arizona.
That's fair.
But I don't remember, pardon me, Richard Jefferson ever having hair. Is it just me?
Never.
Or he came out as a rookie just nothing. And little ears. I remember little ears. That was always funny to me when he was with the
Little
Mets.
ears is crazy.
Little ears, man.
So there's a
Lordy.
question in the chat.
And they booing San Antonio.
That's funny.
Whoa.
Jaden Quinn.
Ooh. Damn.
Oh,
There's some muscle.
I mean, that's
There's some
physicality.
muscle,
Yeah.
yeah. Now I also had on my board Jaden Quinn. Now there's injury concerns here. I had him at number 13. This is Tristan Thompson 2.0, in my opinion.
I like that.
Right, Tristan,
You kind of attested it to it.
55 sophomore, win healthy, because health is a question for this guy.
Yeah.
He's a bad mother right here.
And the crazy part is he's still young. Like he couldn't even come out the draft last year when he was a freshman at Arizona State.
Yep.
So that's he transferred to Kentucky. The first game he played at Kentucky, it looked like he was like considered about to be a top 10 pick because off the twos and everything, and then he got hurt like later on and everything like that. So
I think when I brought up Terrace Reed Jr. From UConn, we were on that track with San Antonio. Like we broke down that this is what they needed. You like this pick, Russ?
Yeah, I like that pick. I think physicality is probably something San Antonio needs.
Yeah.
And
Anthony put in the chat, how does it work with trading the draft rights to a player? So what teams will do is they will go to other teams and say, okay, we have 19, you have 24. We're going to trade 19 for 24, and you're going to give us 48 and a 1 next year. But that trade can't be consummated until the end of the draft. So teams will draft the team who went from 24 to 19, they'll stay in their spots. The current team will draft that player, and then it'll be a proposed trade until finalized after the draft.
And also draft rights. Remember, they call it draft rights because until you sign your contract, it's not official. You just own their rights. There's some players that get drafted, they get shipped overseas, they haven't signed contracts. So you could even trade draft rights in years to come because until they sign that contract, it's not an official drafted player.
Right.
Signed player, sorry.
We're seeing some trades here. Do y'all think the era of the major players, the Jaylen Browns in the world, like, because I remember when I was a kid, trades would go down in the middle of the draft. Like, all-stars would get traded.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that era is over. Like, I really don't see that happening much anymore. Do y'all?
I think the new lottery system next year is going to be telling, and it's going to decide whether, like, if we don't see any trades next year's draft, then I agree with that completely. Because, like you said, like back, like you said, when we was growing up, like it was like trades like crazy, like during the draft and everything. And now it's like we haven't even had a player trade tonight. Like literally, that's like kind of. Do you
think Twitter killed it? Like, if we'd heard about the Giannis trade tonight instead of last night, we wouldn't be saying that, right? Like did Twitter and like
for sure,
news,
for sure. There's no more anticipation or the element of surprise of when, like, like you already know. Like even now, like everybody knows the trade happened, so it's like, due to a pending trade, Miami Heat will make a selection for da da da. Everybody knows about it, but we can't talk about it. It's like the little, no, you can't say anything, but everybody knows he got traded. Everybody's making, they're doing TikToks, they're doing a bunch of shit. So it's one of those things that is like, are we little kids? Like, why are we acting this way? Like, we know he's getting traded. Just say.
No, I think that's a great point. I think, and the Giannis trade stay on top of mind at least for the next couple of days. I do think to some extent Milwaukee panicked a little bit. And I think that's crazy to say because of how long it went on. I think they got about as much as they could from Miami. I do wonder,
Yes.
Russ, if they prolonged it to, let's say, right before the draft, would Boston have blinked and offered them maybe one more piece that they could have used?
I think they wanted Hugo or Shireman. Brad said no.
Yeah.
So that was his hard line. He was going to give you Brown and 2 picks and nobody else. And I got full faith in Brad Stevens that what he's done in the past to now that he wouldn't have blinked. I mean, you brought up the Derek White before. I mean, I got my Tatum on, but I'm sorry. Derek White is that team. If you don't have Derek White on the Celtics, they're not the same team. As great as Tatum is, it's Derek White changes that team and changes the game.
No.
So, I mean, I got full faith in Brad Stevens that he wouldn't have blinked on that. Now, I do think Brown's probably going to get shipped out sometime before the league year. I think Houston's obviously the Rockets on my mind just because of the Ime connection. But, you know, I don't.
Gentlemen,
I'm gonna do one.
Oh, my bad. Something came up here. I gotta get off now. But I'm gonna be right back on with you guys tomorrow, right? Love y'all guys.
Okay.
Enjoy the rest of the job, man. Take care, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
But now I'm gonna take one step further. I think the perfect time that Giannis should have been traded was last year during the offseason.
Yeah,
I think they would have definitely, once they announced, I think it was the same day as the NBA draft lottery last year. Once they announced that Giannis was looking for trades and everything, I think that the Bucks should have started acting that time last year.
Yeah,
and they would have got something. They would have got a much way better haul, in my opinion.
I don't think you're wrong. Parker, do you think? I mean, based on what Russ said, I mean, I think if Jaylen Brown in Houston could make a lot of sense. I don't know if Houston's got the cojones to do it. Is this going to cost?
I don't think Stone would do it.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But I would love in Houston.
I just feel like they have a lot of faith in the guys they've picked because they've picked them, and I think at this point we're kind of like, okay, like we've seen like San Antonio's picks turn into something pretty quickly, you know, and I generally speak like say give it a year or two to figure things out. I'm not saying I wasn't against a lot of those guys on draft night, but at this point it's kind of like we're seeing what they're turning into, and Şengün is who he is, right?
Kareem Lopez.
Yeah, so he's going to Grizzlies. So that's history right there. I believe Lopez.
Hey, Mike Brown for the win.
Yeah,
love it.
So was Eduardo Najará not? Because he would be the hold on.
Yeah, no, he is the first player born in Mexico that played there, being drafted from there. It is wild that and his father played for the Mexican national team. It is in today's day and age like different when a guy doesn't play in the G League and this is a year where that G League is barren right now. But a guy didn't play college ball, not in the G League, not major international team, but here he is being picked at number 21.
Yeah, good for him, yeah.
With 3 assists against the Utah Jazz when he was 17.
Interesting. Kareem Lopez, 6'8", 222 pounds. Last season, set the NBL Next Star single season point record, 358.
I like Memphis there too. Actually, I was like, I hadn't really put pen to paper on it till it happened, like Mike did. But I like the fit there in Memphis as he's got a Detroit hat on. I like the fit on Memphis a lot. Actually, I think that's kind of a fun play.
Because the thing about Memphis is they, no matter where they select people, they actually develop their talent. They get the most out of they wherever they take a player, they get production out of them. So I wouldn't be shocked if Lopez ended up being productive in Memphis as well.
Yeah, and I'm watching him play, and I wonder, he's got like a weird. I'm not gonna say he's LaMelo Ball, Alfred, but he's got that like real quick get off straight to the basket kind of flexibility in the air like LaMelo does. I don't know if that's a fair comparison, but he's got that quick get to the basket type of guy.
Oh yeah, I mean my comparison with him was Denny Avia. That's what I thought.
Mazel
when
tov.
I first saw him. Oh yeah, and everything.
Mazel.
So if he ended up being the Portland version of Denny, then yeah, like that would be a very good selection by Memphis.
And Frank brings up how crazy would it be if Cameron Carr goes to the Knicks?
Oh Lord,
that's an interesting. The Knicks are in a weird spot too. Hey Russ, how do y'all feel about the owner Dolan in New York? Hey, we just won a title. Oh, and by the way, we're definitely not going into the second apron. Like immediately just saying that they're not going to spend the money to bring their guys back. Oh, it's Alex Brown. Oh, hey, Alex. Thank you for showing up. I don't know why it's that's weird. But like, I hate that. If I'm a Knicks fan, like, oh, we just won the title, but we're now definitely going to lose Mitchell Robinson and Landry Shamet.
It's a lot like what Dallas did, right? When they won in 2011, they got rid of everyone.
Yep. So we've got Philadelphia here on wing, point guard, and power forward. This has Phylon written all over it, right? Put him in the same backcourt as Maxey and Edgecombe.
I can definitely see that. I can see Card being the selection. They can take back-to-back Baylor players and everything. One of them like is working out, so why not take another one? I can see that. Like Sixers should be ecstatic that either of those two are still on the board. So if they pick one of them, either one of them, it'll be a good pick for them.
And Atlanta, remind me, who did Atlanta take before?
The Hawks, they took Flemings and they took
they took Flemings, that's right.
Yeah, they took Flemings.
They took Flemings. I'm trying to figure out if it's actually going to happen. I can't figure out if it's going to happen or not. But if Flemings and Snack both ended up in Atlanta, I'd be freaking out a little bit.
Man, how cool!
How cool would that be?
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm still not rooting for Atlanta, but I guess they could be my East Coast or my.
I know this is game. I assume this is a Miami-based show. I will say, and I will point out, like they don't play the Rockets a lot.
It's funny because like all the current UH Cougars in the league is mostly on the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, that's true. Because what Quentin Grimes, you've got
Shed is on the Raptors.
Marcus
Jarris Walker is on the Pacers.
Marcus is in Detroit.
Yeah, and Mark. Yeah, so all of them is on the Eastern Conference. That makes them easier to root for.
Yeah, and your Celtics are sitting at 27. Russ, you got your eye on somebody? You got your eye specifically on a guy?
I've said it, Koa Pete.
Oh yeah, I knew that was coming out.
You're staying at Koa Pete.
Koa Pete, or I don't know how to say his last name. Zuby.
You talking about Etcheford, Zuby?
Oh, from St. John's.
St. John's. So those are my two.
Okay. I don't know if I'm a big fan of the sunglasses inside look from Isaiah Evans. I don't hate it. I also don't love it.
Where was he sitting in proximity to the Darius A cup? Because that dude had a big piece of bling on, and the reflection might get you if you're not paying attention.
Okay.
So the Wilson basketball move was great. We didn't used to have these like gold Spaldings though. Back when we had, what is this a Wilson move? What's the Wilson gold basketball everywhere?
I think so. That's a good point. Talk about a time to be alive and working for Michelob Ultra. That is the official beer of the World Cup and also of the courtside area for the NBA.
Same thing.
Look at that. Silver can't even pronounce the name.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah. Silver can't even get his words out.
And what's interesting here with the pick of Phylon, my pro com for him is ironically Tyrese Maxey. I think the kid's a flat out star. This is one of the picks that I look at, and this has because Alfred, they've got Brett, what's his name, Myers, now working in their front office. What's his name? The GM, the goofy looking guy. He's also got a real punchable looking face. Used to work in Golden State.
You got some anger tonight.
Do what?
You got some anger tonight, man. Try to.
Yeah, listen, anytime that the Rockets are just sitting back and doing nothing, yes, I do have quite some anger. Russ, thank you for bringing that up. I like this pick a lot.
Oh yeah, Fallon. Yeah, Sixers should be ecstatic. He was still on the board, and Fallon is the perfect situation of like coming back as a freshman and you benefiting because he nowhere near was ready last year, and he comes back to Alabama as a sophomore and he gets drafted around. So he should be ecstatic that he's in a good situation right now.
Anybody else seeing these chains that they have on the side of the draft tag with the logo?
Yeah, and that's the reason. And the crazy part is, as you can see, I collect I get almost every year draft caps. I had to pass on the one this year because it was so awful, like god awful.
Are we worried for Philadelphia at all that Phylon 6'4" and Maxey 6'2"? Can they play both guys?
I mean,
I think they can.
Yeah,
probably.
I think and you have Edgecombe at the 3. I mean, that's a nasty little 1-2-3.
They're all fast. They can all score.
And they're athletic. Yeah. So I think that definitely. I think Fallon can play off the ball, and everything. I'm glad they showed that graphic because as a freshman, he know where Neil was ready to come out, and then he comes back as a sophomore and see what he did as a sophomore. But
It does probably mean they're moving my man Quentin Grimes, though, right? They're probably not holding on to them.
Shit, I wouldn't mind Quentin Grimes in Houston.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
I would not mind that one bit.
Parker, here is your chance. You want to talk about a absolutely must listen to Locked On Cougs tomorrow if Atlanta drafts both Kingston Flemings and Chris Senac Jr. I mean, you talk about a must-listen to episode.
I can't believe they might actually. I guess it was always conceptually possible, right? But I didn't really think Senac would kind of fall this far. I knew he was like mocked in this range, but I guess it could really happen. They need a center. He's kind of a stretch big. We'll see. I think that the interesting thing is like there's been several guys. We haven't. I mean, Cam Carr's available too, right? So like. At some point, I guess Cam Carr goes. I don't think he fits in Atlanta. They got Jalen Johnson, right? I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting here because in the chat, Steve is saying give the Knicks Ejiofor from St. John's because he could just be a plug and play guy for. If they do end up losing Robinson, which I think that they will, him and his massive truck that he has in Knicks colors, he's going to have to get that thing repainted if that happens, which is going to be a tad awkward. But that could be a really cool story if they do end up taking Senac here. I
just hope we don't go to the Lakers. Please no. Please no. My God!
I mean, there's.
When I think the Lakers.
This board looks great for the Knicks. You won a title, and hey, congrats! You're about to get a hell of a basketball player. Yeah, congrats.
I guess Swain went earlier. Steinbach went earlier.
Yeah,
guys that went earlier than I would have thought.
I mean, and this could also be, just interested. Any surprises tonight outside of Johnson going to Michigan? I mean, I think a lot of the prospects are the guys that we've thought would go. Nothing too crazy. I think it's been I'm not going to say chalk draft, but, not a ton of surprises, Russ.
Phylon dropping.
Yeah, Phylon dropping. Yeah.
I mean, the Johnson one's the obvious one. That was a reach that I didn't see filing this far down being, what we've had a handful of guards before him.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's a good point. I mean, right now, like I had Pete at 18, I got Cam Carr at 20, CNAC at 22. You still got Isaiah Evans on the board from Duke too. I think it's a tad early for Isaiah Evans. Tad? It is going to be awkward. I don't know if y'all love this as much as I do, but I love, like, tonight they sent out 24 invitations to guys to come to the green room. I love guys who get invited to the green room and don't get drafted.
That's sick. You're like, I love watching the Aaron Rodgers effect where they just sit there and mull it over all day long.
Absolutely. Like, I want the awkward, pissed off.
Another Rashard Lewis situation.
Oh man, I love it. Dude, I talk about a guy who I haven't heard his name in a while. Rashard Lewis is a bad man.
Yeah, and we passed on him 3 times too. I still don't care why.
Pick us in. I can't wait. I want to see Parker's face if this happens, because I mean, just elated, I would imagine.
They just relaxed in the Hawks green room. They got the dude eating a slice of pizza in the dang draft room. Who's eating a slice of pizza?
Pick is in.
The dude was like, "You want some?" Like, you see the dude passing the box.
Yep, Atlanta just looks pissed. Oh my goodness. There's not one happy person in that entire room.
Exactly.
Yeah, Steve is pissed.
Right before Steve, right before the Knicks.
Right before the Knicks. Yeah, I was like, right before the Knicks selected. I bet.
Zuby Ejiofor, senior, 6'8", 245. I've got Montrezl Harrell as my pro comp for Ejiofor.
Oh yeah, I like that comparison.
I mean,
that's fun. That's fun.
Yeah,
I like that.
When I watch this guy play, got energy, man, especially in the tournament. Plays with good size. He's the Big East Player of the Year. Top center in the country. Yeah, that's got to hurt for. Now here come the Knicks.
Woo.
Now I mentioned him before. This has and he plays like a guy who played for the Knicks. I think the Knicks could take Terrence Reed Jr. here and be just fine.
Before you go too far, Shams just tweeted that New York and LA are flipping picks here at 24 and 25. So this is actually the Lakers.
Oh Lord, no! Please no! Please not.
Okay,
I don't know what that does though.
But now this is interesting, Alfred, because they've got Austin Reeves as a restricted free agent that they're probably going to match. But imagine taking that money, utilizing it elsewhere, and taking Cam Carr right here.
Yeah, I can. Like I said, it depends on the. I think the fact that Brooklyn traded for Randall, I think that eliminates the fact that Reeves was going to go. So I think the chances of Reeves going back to the Lakers is higher than what it initially was. So I'm curious. Like I said, I'm interested to see how what direction the Lakers going with this pick.
Yeah, I don't know.
Honestly, they really need help. They really need help in the front court. If anything,
they just have Spike sitting there with the trophy.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I don't recognize Knick fans because none of them are twerking on top of parking structures, burning cabs, or fighting.
They're actually sober. in the
can you imagine waking up the next morning and your car's just beat to shit?
Yeah.
I would be so pissed. Bro, I would be so mad. Like, there was this poor cab driver. Like, these people are just destroying these cabs. And I'm like, he didn't even do anything. He's just sitting there, just trying to make it through traffic. Oh man,
Just chaos.
no, but to talk about the front court, like, imagine you let Austin Reeves walk, sign Walker Kessler away from Utah, and you draft Cam Carr. Throwing that out there, but like, is Senac a guy that fits in LA? I don't think so.
I don't know. I like the idea of a pop guy with Luka, but we'll see what they do. I weirdly feel like though we're kind of running out of, so like I don't think he's going to the Nugs. Boston.
You like him in Boston, Russ?
I take him in Boston.
Okay, well, you don't sound real thrilled. Hey, you want him in Boston? Yeah, well, whatever. I mean, whatever.
I don't know his game as much as you, so I'm like, I gotta.
Yeah.
So I guess my question then, Russ, be like, what are you looking for out of Boston at 27?
So I think we're losing Boot. Vucevic is gone, so we have Kada, so we do need big men. I think the only position Boston wouldn't identify is a guard because we're kind of heavy there. But
yeah,
I would be opposed.
Oh my God!
I would be opposed to a big man, honestly. If there's at 27, who's the best player on the board?
Yeah. Quick question for y'all. Does Spike Lee have nothing better to do at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday than sit in the green room with nobody around him in the title?
I mean,
like, Spike Lee,
not.
This is what you're doing? Okay. All right. It does look like the pick is in, gentlemen.
I don't think nobody told Spike that this is actually the Lakers pick.
Yeah. I forgot what draft it was. It was recent. Like the Knicks traded their pick in that draft as well, and the Knicks fans were unaware that wasn't the pick for him. That's like the funniest thing ever.
Cam Carr looks like he's ready to murder somebody on a basketball court.
Again, we're creating a villain here. Like he is writing down names to memorize.
So this does kind of line up. Just going back to Senac real quick because we mentioned him a couple times here. It does line up, Parker, that I think he was underwhelming at Houston, and I think NBA teams are taking notice. I'm not saying he's going to get picked here in the first round because I do think he does. But
Lakers got Kawhi.
I just don't love it. I just don't love him.
I think the deal there is that like when they pulled up the Zuby guy, I think the deal there, and the Lakers got Cameron Carr. I think that the thing you're seeing there is that the fact that Senac didn't attack the rim and like Zuby only attacked the rim, right? I think that's a big distinct difference.
For sure.
This Cameron Carr pick's good for the Lakers, I think, though.
Yeah.
And it's about time because I think he was all of our draft crush. But it does bring into question, like Cam Carr, 6'5", 184. I don't think it affects Reeves at all, but it does bring in some questions about, how much do we need Reeves at the money that he can get somewhere else?
Well, or I mean, how long are you going to have LeBron if you've got him there and Reeves and Luka? I guess LeBron could, age into the 4 if he's stuck around.
I don't think he's going back. I think he's going to Cleveland.
That's what I mean, though. I think this kind of gives some heads up to like whatever comes next for him because I don't think there's a long-term play there.
Yeah. I mean, personally, for me, hating the Lakers with immense passion, I'd love them to throw a massive contract at Reeves and just get screwed. For a person who is a diehard Celtics fan growing up in Los Angeles in an era where it was Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant, I hate the Lakers with a passion. I really hope go sign Reeves, give him a fat deal, and just watch it suck.
Yeah, I just I'm with you, Russ. Like I get that he's just a walking bucket. He plays terrible defense. He's not a good rebounder. He's not a great facilitator of the ball. I don't get it. I really don't. Like, not for a he wants a max contract. Pass. So now this is going to the Knicks. So, Alfred, so if that's true, if they're not going into that second apron and they're going to give Jalen Brunson a raise, and you're going to lose Shannon and you're going to lose Robinson, what player left on the board for you do you think best fits replacing one of those two guys?
Oh, it's definitely Sinak at this point. I think.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think after maybe Isaiah Evans and Pete, it's a significant drop off after that. In the draft. So if I'm the Knicks, I'm taking Sinak right now with this pick.
So does he start? Does he start if that happens?
No, he definitely would come off the bench. And the Knicks can afford to have him coming off the bench because they're a championship team right now. So I would just have him come off the bench and develop him, and then unleash him when it's like when he's ready, like in a year or two, like to start.
My fear there is that he and Carl have too much crossover as far as what they do well.
That's what
and
I
think. I think one of the things that the Knicks had that was really good was they kind of had this yin and yang. They had Carl and they had Mitch. You had to be ready to play against either one.
Right.
I think there's too much crossover with Chris and Carl. I will look at they just moved on from and Minnesota's got the 28th pick. They just moved on from Randall there. We're talking about Chris a lot though. I feel like there's other guys kind of like it's an interesting draft so far as how many got. Cole Pete is on the board. Henry Vasar is on the board.
I like Vasar a lot. I think for the Knicks, I think they're taking Isaiah Evans out of Duke. I think it just makes too much sense with them moving off of Shamet. Like Shamet's going to get paid. I wouldn't mind him coming to the Rockets. Alfred, I don't know how much you like that fit with Shamet coming here, but I think he had one heck of a Joe Flacco run in the playoffs here where he just balled out. To me, this is Isaiah Evans to the Lakers or to the Knicks with that reported trade.
Oh, so Isaiah Evans over. I guess he's only like wing because I think of Cole Pete kind of as a wing, but he's also a forward.
Yeah, I mean, Cole Pete at 6'7", 245. I think he would get lost.
Is Malik Thomas, the Arkansas kid, is he a day 2 guy now?
I think if he's probably I had him at the end of this first round, like in the 27 through 30 range. So if he don't go there, I think at the latest you'll probably see him as early round 2, which ain't really like that much like as a drop off. So I had him as, like I said, a late first round pick.
Yeah, Malik Thomas reminds me a lot of Jordan Clarkson. I don't think that works here. Don't be shocked. I think this could be Alex Caravan too.
You think Caravan's going tonight?
Don't you think, like with the Knicks, they got a lot of timely shooting in the finals to beat San Antonio, but they don't have a lot of great shooters, right? Like you have Brunson, you have I think Shamet that is a goner. I think Hart's not a great 3-point shooter. I mean, if you're the Knicks, you need some cheap talent. I like Caravan. I think it's Caravan or Evans. If it was between the two, I would take Evans over Caravan. I think the world of Caravan. I think the kid, especially being a senior, playing 4 years under the psychopath that is their coach. What's his name?
Damn.
If you played 4 years under Hurley, you're missing. You're a few crayons short of a full set. Yeah, this is interesting. But no, I'm
gonna tell you a guy people might be sleeping on in this range that I wouldn't be shocked if he goes like the next between now and pick 30 is Joshua Jefferson of Iowa State.
Yep.
I think
power forward.
I think Joshua Jefferson. I think he's very underrated in my opinion. He's real. I'm a fan of Joshua Jefferson playing.
You like him more than Pete?
Well, no, I like Pete more. Even though Pete definitely should have went back another year, but I think Pete has more upside because he's younger than Jefferson. Jefferson is like I think he's a junior. I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, when he came out, he was a senior. I'm sorry, coming out. So Pete is way younger than that. So I think Pete's upside is bigger than Jefferson's.
Pick is in.
Let's see what this pick is with the Knicks.
The Oklahoma City Thunder are acquiring the draft rights to Bennett Sturts, the 16th pick.
He's announcing the trade from earlier.
Yeah, the one from earlier. Mm-hmm.
Luka Okori, the 17th pick, and the Memphis Grizzlies are acquiring the draft rights.
Hey, good for Adam Silver staying until 11 o'clock Eastern time to do this thing.
In the 2026 NBA draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Sergio De La Reyes from Valladolid, Spain, and the Valencia Basketball Club.
Okay, hot take, but he'd have been available later. They don't need to use him there.
Wow.
And I literally had him going the last pick of round 1. Sergio. I literally had him like the last pick of the first round.
They
So
clearly
a reach if you
or anything, but
you had him in the last pick.
Yeah.
I had him
That's how
at
much of a
38.
reach.
Yeah, I had him at 38. I don't understand that pick at all. Wow. Yeah, the Knicks fans are still drunk from the championship. That's what we're
they
saying.
probably don't know who Sergio.
They probably think he's still on the Knicks.
This kid. So when I watch him, I think he's more athletic, but I think in the next, he's a good excellent shooter. I have Joe Ingles as my comp for this guy.
okay, but Joe Ingles, like I just don't think the Lakers need, anyway. Let me pull this up. Make sure I'm not wrong here. Where was Joe Ingles drafted?
Joe Ingles second round. No, this is a
Joe Ingles was undrafted. Okay, I want to make sure I was not wrong there. That's what I mean as far as like you can find Sergio later. I know that they were trying to trade back. They only went back one spot, and
for sure. Okay, so let's look at Denver. So Denver's interesting. What does Denver need?
I think they need to really like upgrade the bench for starters.
Yeah.
In my opinion, because I don't think a lot of them will be coming back. Mm-hmm. So if they can add more depth to their bench, I think that would like really help like their roster. Mm-hmm. But to be honest, I think they can use another upgrade like in their starting 5. To be honest, it's just some outside of Jokic and Murray. It's something like they could really use a real legit third option on their roster, if that makes sense. I know they traded for Cameron Johnson last year, but Johnson, he only averaged 12 a game for him last year. So I think.
Do you have a guy here left on the board that you think matches that criteria?
I think, if we're being honest, I'm going to say it too. I think Sinek would be a good fit here, and I'm just going to keep banging Sinek,
saying his name,
and everything.
Wait until it happens.
Say his name and he appears. Do you think that he would work next to a guy like Jokic? Like I mean, if you're Sinek, I don't think you could ask for a better landing spot to be honest than Denver.
Oh yeah,
you get to play next to a guy that's going to attract all that attention in Jokic, and then also you talk about a nice little pick and pop going on with Murray.
Yeah, that would be deadly right there.
I mean, that's a match made in heaven. I feel like our buddy Steve says gross to that pick by the Knicks. Yeah, I don't understand that at all. We want to talk about dead eras. I mean, is that a guy that you take like a draft and stash? I mean, I feel like in the last couple of years,
not wanting to get that second apron.
Yeah,
you said it earlier, so that could be the pick.
I wonder.
That makes sense, to not have to pay a guy in the first round. But if you're going to do that, you may as well just trade it and go pick up a couple extra second-round picks.
Are the Nuggets about to get Koa Pete as a kind of big wing to play like a future like Aaron Gordon, a replacement kind of guy as Gordon gets older?
Well,
How big is Aaron Gordon?
I don't know, but Pete's huge, man. Pete's a big.
Pete literally he can pass for a football. Like if he was playing football,
his family's NFL players. I mean, it's genetically, yeah. I mean,
and Aaron Gordon is 6'8", Koa Pete's 6'7".
And then, but Pete's heavier too. Like Pete.
Pete's listed at 245. Just because we're putting so many guys into the league, my comp for Koa Pete is Jarris Walker.
You like the Jarris Walker comparison?
Mine's Julius Randle.
Okay.
But see, like
Randall's nasty.
I would say, like, whatever you want to say about Julius Randle from like how good he is or whatever, he's 26th overall pick would be pretty good to get Julius Randle.
For sure. No, you're not wrong.
It's pretty good.
I had when I was like really like digging into Pete like after the season, I think the comparison that stood out to me the most was it's either Draymond or Trevor Booker. Not sure if you remember Trevor Booker on the Wizards.
Yeah.
Everything. Like I can see
tough.
like that was that's what that stood out to me with Pete when I was like really studying him after the season. I seen him mostly in Big 12 play, but his very first game, I was a huge fan of Pete in his very first game when he played. So it's like so Pete would be a good selection too. I just find it funny when they show the war rooms. The war rooms reactions is freaking hilarious.
Yeah. Do y'all think that if they took the NBA draft on the road like the NFL draft, that I don't think it would attract
it wouldn't
the audience. But if they put it in an NBA stadium in different cities, do you not think that they could fill that thing up?
I don't think they would.
Okay.
Because I think it's more so because NFL it's like way more NFL fans than NBA fans to an extent.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And then the draft, like, NBA, you know how NBA is like a star-driven league, like draft-wise. So, like, NFL, like, you can get a star so many points in the draft and everything, so people follow the NFL draft more than NBA. So that's why I feel like I don't think it wouldn't attract a lot of fans going to different cities for the NBA draft.
No, but I think it'd be cool, like, in the city, that it goes to like a different city every year, right? So you do it in Houston, you do it in
for people like us, like of course, but like casual fans, I don't think. I
don't think anybody's gonna.
Did anybody just see that when the little kid took the Raptors hat and just threw it on the ground?
Yeah, I saw that.
No, it was great.
I saw that.
So Denver took Terrace Reed and is trading him to San Antonio.
Oh, so San Antonio's getting Quinnis and Reed.
That's what Shams just tweeted.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They're going for some.
Wow.
That's some beef. Yeah. But I guess so.
Wow.
That's some real beef.
You like that? You like that move, Russ? I love that move.
Yeah, I think they need some physicality. They need some physicality for sure.
So, Russ, you watch more pro basketball than I do. I think that it looks like to me they said, hey, we were really close to winning this whole thing. We needed one thing. Let's get as many of those guys as we can. Figure out.
I think that the Spurs are really young. If you watch that final, they had no pace of play. They came out so hot, firing on all cylinders. Nick sat back in that time, and they were up 20 points in the first quarter half the time. And then the Knicks would just sit back and chip away. I don't know. I might be in the minority, and I probably am. I think Wemby needs to change his game up. I'm sorry. He did not impress me.
It is fascinating. I think you're right. I think it is fascinating that they identified not one but two guys who played zero offense. And they're like, yeah, we'll take both. We'll take both in San Antonio. Why not?
Well, and it's like clearly they can't both play.
Oh wait,
and-
so the 26th pick just basically went for the 35th pick in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So if Rafael Stone don't go right now and trade up in round 1, like literally, if that's all it took.
It's because he didn't want. It's a didn't want
you
to
would trade up for Alfred.
Oh, if he trades up between now and pick 30, oh yeah, I'll trade up for Sinek at this point.
Well, I mean, so the Rockets are at 39. I mean, if they go from 39 to
they got a 50-something too if they wanted to package them.
Yeah, I mean,
and then they have future seconds like they might be valuable like next year. Cause the new lottery rules.
I don't mean to move on past the Rockets talk, but we got 3 minutes and Russ is on the clock here. Russ, who do you want Boston to get here? Because I feel like we all feel like there's
I mean, it's the one name on the board. It's Pete or Sinek.
You want a forward though, like a 4?
Yeah, I want size. I don't need the guard. So of those two, I'd be happy. I was expecting, honestly, I've said Pete. The year Jaime Jaquez, I watched a lot of Jaime Jaquez at UCLA. I loved him because I was living in California at that time. I knew in my heart the Celtics were right below the Heat. I go, watch, he's going to go right above us. And he did. I was just not trying to put it in the atmosphere that I thought Pete was going to go to Denver there. Like those are my two guys I want. I want size.
And do you think there's any way they hold on to both Tatum and Brown?
No. I think Brown is I think more than likely they're going to trade Brown.
But you don't feel like you need to replace that with a wing or something. You're looking for size anyway.
Size, yeah. I think they end up trading Brown. I think Houston's a good one. I think my dark horse for Brown is LA, the Clippers.
You think at all losing Vucevic that they look at the kid from North Carolina, the Visar kid?
I think that's one too. Yeah, Visar's that's a good one, 7-footer. I mean, I liked his game. I think they need to get size, honestly. And losing Vucevic, definitely need some size up there. I mean, we got Pritchard, we got White.
Yeah, this has to be one of 3 guys.
I think Brown is. I think it's going to be in the next month or so. We're going to see a Brown trade.
Do you think they'll have to include this pick in it? Because of the money or no?
Could be because of the money. Because I mean, he's got like 52.
A lot of money.
So not a lot of teams can match that.
So let me ask you a crazy question. How much would you absolutely despise a sign and trade centered around Austin Reeves and Jaylen Brown?
I hate it.
Okay.
With a passion. I hate it with a passion.
Okay. I could see the league forcing Jaylen Brown to the Lakers.
I could.
What a villain story.
Atlanta, because he's from Atlanta.
Like, it's interesting that I could so clearly see Jaylen Brown ending up in LA.
I just think with all the rumors surrounding Jaylen Brown in his career, this might have been the one that put him up.
With the 27th pick in the 2026 NBA draft.
You're welcome, Russ.
Woo! Woo!
I gotta watch some more, but I mean, I trust you guys. I'll take it. I want his size, so I'll take it.
Big guy, pro rebounder, good jump shot, and like I said, I think the fault is that he probably relies on it too much.
Yeah.
I like Boston a lot.
My pro comp for him, Russ, is Jaren Jackson Jr.
Oh God! No, well, hey, if he's Jaren Jackson Jr., I'll take that in a heartbeat.
I think he got good value here at 27. I mean, I think he was slated for 18 to 25. and we know you got to jump off, Parker, because you got to do a video.
I got to do a thing, yeah.
Let me ask you this: Is this the first year ever U of H has had two guys go in the first round? No, because
it was Sasser and
Quinn just a couple years ago.
Okay.
Or Sasser and Jarris a couple years ago.
I was going to say, was this the first year that two guys went in the first round under Sampson?
It was Walker and Sasser.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say, I like Sinet's fit. It's clean.
Yeah.
It's clean. It's not flashy. It's clean. It's just classy. I like it.
It's a good organization. I'm happy for it. It's a good organization.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect organization.
I am intrigued by a couple things on it. So the center in Boston is who's going to be a center next year in Boston? Is there anyone?
Keita. Was it
Keita?
Yeah.
So that makes me wonder if they're going to play him more as a 5 or a 4.
He's more of a 4 than he is a 5.
I think the way he shoots from that on the arc is, I'm happy for him though. I'm glad he went somewhere. All right, I'm gonna hop off and do a little work on that. I don't know
brother.
I don't know if we'll be back before the night's over, but I'll probably hop on tomorrow night too, man.
Oh yeah, okay.
More than welcome anytime.
Go Cougs, fellas. Go.
Absolutely.
Cougs.
Forever.
Yeah.
And here comes the vertical that always throws me off. Now, you talk, and Parker brought up, and congrats, Russ, on.
I like it. I wanted size, and they got size.
You're getting a heck of a player. Looking at this board, Alfred, and Parker brought it up. There's some talent, man. Like, it doesn't happen every year in the draft where you can find, and I mean, legit talent in the second round. Now, you're always going to have good players. They could be, second, G League kind of guys. But you look at the board right now. You got Isar from North Carolina. You got Josh Jefferson, Alex Caravan. You got Isaiah Evans from Duke, who I think is going to be a heck of a player. You got a guy, and if I'm the Rockets, I'm trading up to go get this guy, Braden Smith.
Oh yeah, and I'm glad you said that. Braden, that's exactly who I'm high on. It's him and Jaden Bradley is the two I really want most at 39. Yeah. So if we have either one of those, that'll be perfect because I think Braden Smith, I think Van Fleet would be the perfect guard for him to learn under. Yeah. Because Van Fleet also he betted on himself. He was drafted round 2, and then he's a shortest type point guard, but Smith is short as well. So I think it'll be a perfect fit if we were to take Braden Smith.
And another guy that if he didn't get hurt, he's a top 15 pick. Richie Saunders from BYU. People have forgotten about Richie Saunders.
Oh yeah.
And as a U of H guy, watching Richie Saunders play, 6'5", 205, to be able to get a guy who can stroke it from the outside like him, I mean, potentially in the 33 to 36 range. There's talent all over the place in the second round.
Right. But the question is if we make these selections, is Udoka going to play them? that is the question.
Yeah. I mean, potentially.
I don't know if you brought this up. One guy, he's a little older, but it will go in the second round is Jaden Bradley from Arizona.
Yeah.
That's going to be a very good second round pick. Yes, he's on the older side, but that's going to be a very good pick for someone who gets him in the second round.
Yeah, and I'm a huge Bradley fan. Yeah, definitely on that one.
6'3", 205, Corey Joseph. I mean, that's what he is to me, watching him play. And that's exactly what the Rockets need. It's just a guy to come in, run the court, or run the offensive sets, I should say, and keeping it local here. You talk about, a guy like Trevon Brazile at Arkansas, 6'10", 230. I like him a lot. You got Baba Miller from Cincinnati. Just a bunch of guys that I feel like would be good fits in a multitude of spots. I'm a little surprised Pete's still on the board, man. I mean, I had him at 18.
Alfred, you just say he should go back. If he doesn't, these next 3 picks, he's definitely going to be kicking himself in the butt. Because that NIL money at Arizona is good.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was saying. His agent, like I said, probably probably set him up for failure, like convincing him to stay in the draft. Like I literally thought he was going to go back, honestly.
Yeah.
Who's the? Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember Chicago's pick. A handful of years ago, they got an Arizona guy. I can't remember. And he should have went back, and he's still not even playing.
I'm trying to think. Was it Dalen Terry?
Dalen Terry got drafted high, and he's still not. He should have went back, and
he got picked after Torrey Eason. The Bulls.
And is it in basketball? And I don't know if it's as much in football, but I do think it's highly prevalent in the NBA. It's so much about fit, right? Like. And depending on, fit on roster, but also organizationally, like a perfect example to me is a guy like Kingston Flemings who goes to Atlanta. And I think playing with Quinn Snyder is going to benefit him. A guy, you look at just certain fits and they make no sense. Like San Antonio's setting up either one of their two guys they drafted tonight, either Terrace or either Quintons, to fail at the next level. Because it's like, okay, one of these guys is going to play a lot, the other one's not, and they're going to eventually trade him.
Like Kuminga and Moses, was it both those guys in Golden State?
Yeah, and
so Brooklyn just made their selection.
When a young man who decides, you know what, I wasn't invited.
I mean, Brooklyn or Minnesota? Okay, so Minnesota just took Josh Jefferson.
Yeah, because that pick is going to Brooklyn in the Randall trade.
Okay, perfect. So Josh Jefferson, 30 on my big board, so he goes 28. You liked him. Reminds me a lot of a Josh Giddey, where he doesn't have a great feel for the game, not a ton of athleticism, if you will, but I like that pick there. That's a solid pick.
Oh yeah. He, like I said, he stood out. Him and the guy that transferred to Kentucky, that was playing with Iowa State, they stood out to me when we played Iowa State quite a few times and everything. He really can play the game.
Yeah. Cleveland. Going to the Eastern Conference Finals. That roster, something's got to give on that roster. Like, I don't know if they're going to move them, but I don't think they're keeping both Jared Allen and Mobley. I think they're going to end up moving one of them. What do you do with James Harden? I think ever since moving Darius Garland, I think they need some help there. Wing, power forward, and shooting guard. I think that shooting guard is because of a guy like Harden. You like the Isaiah Evans fit here?
Oh yeah. I can see that as well. Like I said, I had them. I believe I had them taking Malik Thomas, so he's a guard as well. So if they go guard anyway, like I said, it'll be a great selection. So either or is fine. Like I said, it's I think James Harden is going to come back next year. I think he's going to set the player option and come back next year. So they can obviously use more depth and everything in the backcourt. So I think one of the guards, Isaiah Evans or Malik Thomas, I think would be the selection.
Are you happy that we've moved off of the James Harden experiment, Alfred?
Yeah, I did. I was happy that we did. I didn't want him back the second time. I know a few Rockets fans thought we should have got him instead of Van Fleet, but I just think that ship sailed, and we had him in his first stint. So it's like I don't really want a second stint with him and everything. So I kind of glad we kind of moved on for that and everything.
Yeah, Russ, are you a Harden guy? You appreciate Harden for his greatness?
I appreciate him for his scoring ability. I think he's great that way. Sometimes like his game just drives me absolutely nuts.
That's fair. That's totally fair. I mean, I still think he's the second greatest Rocket of all time, and it's not close. But I think I'm done with that experience.
being Houston Rockets fans and the coach in that era, Kevin McHale. Do you think Kevin McHale kind of got screwed and should have got another job?
No, I think they had to. I think they had to let him go. That when we started the season off slow, when we fired him and we just promoted Bickerstaff that year. I think they had to do something.
Yeah, but do you think he can earn that? I mean, he was very good with Houston. You think he could?
I think I won't. And honestly, I wouldn't even say he was good with the Rockets. Honestly, as head coach, I just think the talent like was like so great when he was coaching and everything. And I think we won because of the talent more so, not because of the head coach. Because as you can see, as you can see, when we let him go and then we hired D'Antoni. Like D'Antoni, I think D'Antoni was a better coach to make hell with the Rockets.
Okay.
Every day. So
I mean, and Tony, right?
Yeah.
No D and D'Antoni.
I do think, and keeping it with your Celtics, I do think Udoka is the best coach they've had since Rudy T.
With the Celtics?
No, I think Udoka is the best coach the Rockets have had since Rudy Tomjanovich.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I won't go that far.
Who's the best?
Out of since Rudy T?
Since Rudy.
Rick Adelman.
Oh please. The problem with the Rockets right now is the general manager. It's not the head coach.
Oh yeah, we definitely agree on that. That we definitely agree on.
Yeah, Stone sucks. And in Boston got I'm not gonna say they got lucky, but they moved on from Udoka and Stevens went into the front office where he belongs, and then you promote Mazzulla,
the lawyer,
and he's incredible. Like Mazzulla is probably my favorite coach in the league. I mean, that guy can coach his way out of a paper bag as a crumb. But I mean, Boston's in a weird spot. They better handle this offseason correctly, or they're going to be in a rough spot.
And I think Cleveland just made a trade just now, so this pick is Sacramento.
Ooh.
So you can kind of see how the shift in the NBA has been going on. I mean, like the Celtics, their window, I was like, oh, it's going to be a long championship window, and now it's 1 year. Oh, we're not good enough, which they weren't. We weren't good enough to win. I mean, and we haven't had a back-to-back NBA title winner since Golden State.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's been a big shift in the NBA. It's not a bad thing.
No, the parody's as good now. I won't say it's the best parody they've had since I think late 90s, early 2000s.
Because then the last 8 years, 8 different teams won a championship.
Yeah.
So the parody, yeah.
That's what the Second Apron has done. They're doing these new, the trying to get away from the tanking, which I love. Trae Young and AJ DeBonte. I think Washington could make some noise next year. I do. I think Washington's putting themselves, depending on what they do with AD, because I do think that they trade Anthony Davis, and it depends on what for.
As they should.
Well, it depends on what you get for him.
Yeah. Oh, Carabin. Oh,
there it is.
Oh, yep. And he's going to Sacramento too. So
where NBA players go to die.
Literally.
I mean,
I still go back to when it's Sacramento. I still think of Arco Arena. Back in the good old days.
Man, you talk about. I mean,
a loud arena.
Well, you talk about a roster. Jason Williams, White Chocolate. You had you had Turkoglu. You had Chris Webber.
They didn't have Jason Williams.
Pager.
Mike Bibby.
Yeah, it was Bibby, Pager.
No, but Jason Williams was on that team, wasn't he?
It was the previous, regime. Okay. But they had Pager,
Vladdy Divac,
Doug Christie,
Brad Miller.
Christie you had on that team.
Brad.
Yeah. He is one of the sleepers I have in this draft. I love Carabin. I really do. I think the guy is just a winner. Like, I just think he makes winning plays. The two guys who come to mind with him, Jared Dudley and Jason Capono.
Oh, I can see the Capano comparison.
Oh no,
I definitely can see that.
Oh no. Gentlemen, I would be remiss if I did not say, first of all, thank you all for
Oh
joining.
yeah, anytime.
yeah.
Anytime.
Had a great time with y'all.
Oh yeah.
Just to let everybody know, we are going to be doing this tomorrow as well.
Oh yeah, we're round two.
Round two.
With the diehards.
Yeah, we're going to be tomorrow's for the diehards, but we're going a strong 3.5 hours tonight. I mean, no breaks, no edits, nada, just straight ball, which I love. Thank you to the family at Finstar Sports Network for allowing us to do this. We are gonna we got one more pick. We got Dallas on the clock.
They took Maurice Johnson with their first round pick. Yeah. So I'm curious to see if they're gonna go guard this time around, or if they're check notes and I don't see any more Michigan players available.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think they go another big, like you said. Isaiah Evans on the board here. Malik Thomas makes some noise here. Unfortunately, I think that Braden Smith could go right here too.
Oh Lord, no.
Depending on what this coaching regime is going to want to do with Kyrie Irving, I don't know if they want to keep Kyrie. I know that there is some rumors there about the anti-Semite being traded. Oh, sorry. What I meant was Kyrie Irving.
They took. Oh, Lordy. Oh, no.
Woo! Interesting.
Hey, we've been getting height on that note. Oh, my.
Yeah, I mean, Lord have mercy. So on my big board, I have left 23 Henry Visar from North Carolina, the center, and I've got Isaiah Evans. So that is the end of round one. Once again, everybody, thank you all so much for joining us here at the Finstar Sports Network. Make sure to follow. We'll make sure to post all the links so you guys can go back, watch us react to every single pick. Gentlemen, have a great rest of your evening. Tomorrow, again, live for every single pick. And until then, tomorrow night, same start time, 7 o'clock. For all you basketball crazies out there, we'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Have a good night.